To be fair, I don't know why we argued so much when we all had the same score.
That's such a fuck. We argued last week and had different scores. We spent an hour just arguing, but then we get the same score.
Watch your tone, man. Sometimes you gotta watch your tone.
You do have to watch your tone.
Well, no, you just fucking raise it.
Yeah, man.
It's not even rage at that point. It's aggression. Like I'm agreeing with you. And I'm just fucking doing it. Like it's the gorilla.
All right. Welcome back to the Brother Complex. Another Friday with us for brothers. Today we're starting with a bracket that I'm maining. So I made the bracket. When I actually started, I'll explain what the bracket is. Then we're gonna do something a little bit different. Technically, today we're celebrating mine and his birthdays. So we're actually opening their presents on camera just to get like the reactions of it. Then we're gonna move on to the Daredevil review. So we are reviewing the last 3 episodes? Yeah, so from episode 6. Of course, we're gonna... Maybe don't fucking interrupt me. So we're gonna be talking about the whole show, of course, and then putting it on the tier list. But from the last episode that we talked about Daredevil, we've watched the last 3. And then at the end, we're gonna do the game like we always do, Ace Race, which we'll explain when we get there. And yeah, I think that's the episode.
Should we do some...
Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for watching. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this, it's not just because it's our birthdays, because I officially lost for the first time. If you watched it, there was some problems technically, and then I'll see how I'll edit around that. But if you did watch it, and if it was, uploaded, we played Guess Link, which is the end of the 2 set games, and I lost. Meaning I'm the big bastard that has to wear some bullshit like this. Well, happy birthday thing. Hopefully I still look nonchalant and attractive as usual. But,
That's exciting.
All right. Just get a little bit of business stuff out of the way. The best way to support us right now is to subscribe. It might not seem like a lot, but yeah, it is to us, and it is free. So it does help us seeing that number go up, and it does help us seeing that people actually are enjoying our content. And it goes even further than sometimes like commenting or anything. It's better seeing that number and being like people are actually enjoying enough to subscribe and put that bell on, all that shit. So it does go a long way. Obviously, our socials are down, in the bio, our links, TikTok, Instagram, all that shit. You should check it out because we do, edit it to make it a little funnier. We make it because it's short content, but we make sure, we edit around. Little memes here and there. It is funnier. It is some of our funniest moments, and we do put a lot of work into it. So please do check it out if you want. Give us a follow there, but most importantly, subscribe. That's what all of us will love you for it.
We all have kids back at home that we need to feed. So if you don't subscribe, you don't pay us, and we beat the kids.
It'll go a long way. And apart from that is kind of like business stuff done. So let's get straight to it.
So
my mama,
because it's their birthday, we have Mimi and Pedro have gotten them. By the way, they are twins. That's why they were born on the same day.
Yeah.
No,
just
we cousins.
We cousins.
See, I basically just got a message from this guy being like, "Yo, got to sort the presents." I was like, "Fuck, I forgot."
I was like,
and then he's like, "Yeah, can you send me like 2 baggies for the presents?" I was like, 2 baggies.
Oh, wait, so you're just outing that you didn't pick the presents. Because I thought we were gonna keep that in the wraps.
I
was looking for stuff, and then he was like, "Nah, don't bother," because I already chose like really cool stuff. He said,
"You know what it is?"
Yeah, he sent it to me.
Is it a present for you?
Mate. Wow. No, mate. Like I was already the whole thing about forgetting. I was joking. I was already choosing stuff, and then he sent me saying, "Look, I already got things in the wraps." So I said, "Let me check if I like it." I did like it, and I did prefer to the things that I had chosen. So I was like, "I'll send the 2 bags over."
Yeah. How do you want to do this? You just want me to give you the bag, and you guys
we're doing the bracket first, aren't we?
Oh,
at least that's what he said.
Well, that's what I thought we were doing. I thought we were doing presents.
Let's do presents.
I guess we're changing shit as we speak. So.
Okay.
Just pass it one at a time, or
give them the whole thing. Oh, it's supposed to.
You're gonna give me the whole thing. I don't know if I can take the whole thing, lad.
So that stuff is for Danny.
Okay.
And I got.
Okay. You got me fucking Tesco bag.
One at a time?
Yeah, let's start with the big one.
Careful the mic.
The big one? The big one?
The big one.
All
right. Okay, that's a poster. What?
That's a poster. I hope.
We'll have a look.
All right. So whenever you're ready, start opening up.
Okay, so the thing is, I'm gonna try and make it face the fucking camera. You probably won't hear me well, but fuck. I'm ready to open it. If you're, it's upside down. Oh, have you seen it already?
Yeah. It's fucking sick, bro.
There it is.
Did I bring much from already? Oh, I already saw this fucking masterpiece. Oh, look at that, John. Look at this. Look at this.
You can put this hand under so they can see properly.
Premium. And I'll just be sucking it.
They might not come with a box.
Look at that.
They both came in the same box.
Make sure you face it like, maybe grab one of the sides so it's actually straight. Yeah, there you go.
Consistent artwork right there. Consistent artwork.
Display, right? You got it from Display.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Display sponsor us.
Yeah.
Daredevil, bro.
Consistent.
So if you want to have your display somewhere,
Yeah.
just a sponsor.
send us-
Marvel sponsored from this.
Yeah.
Funko Pop sponsor us as well. I know we don't have any Funko Pops right now,
No,
but
we
because
should,
I just realized we forgot, but they're over there.
They're over there.
Well,
Or even the viewer, if you are, I think this would look sick in the set, send it over. We'll put it up.
Use our code on this plate.
We send it over now. We don't have no PO box or nothing.
Oh, yeah. I'll send you, I'll give you my address. Have mine.
Put that to the side.
I mean, but it's what I said. Like, I always wanted the Daredevil poster.
Go with
So this fucking sick.
Man
You
said
need the square.
Man said the cube.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know squares 2D.
Okay.
Do it.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. You lift yours like, we'll lift at the same time, but mine might just get a second too late.
3x the time.
Bro, it's a cube.
seen it
It's a
already.
cube.
All right, 3.
okay.
Oh, there you go. Good guy.
Oh, Miles Morales.
Take a
One of the
look
best
at that.
Spider-Man.
Oh no, take a look at that. The amazing Spider-Man. The best Spider-Man in television.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, now this makes me cream.
I arguably prefer the Miles Morales game over Spider-Man.
Oh,
Probably
this-
Spider-Man
this
2. I
is-
don't know about Spider-Man.
This is
1.
it. This is
Make
Yeah,
sure you
but
both
that's
hold it
into
up
the
to the camera
Spider-Verse.
so they see.
Oh yeah, it is. I couldn't see the red because of the glasses.
No, this is what I'm talking.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
make sure you
camera.
both hold it to the camera so they can see what you got.
So this is Spider-Verse pop figure. You probably don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck.
But it's a pop figure. So from the Spider-Verse films,
Ooh.
Funko Pop sponsor us as well.
which
Yeah, love a sponsor, mate.
sick.
It might be as well.
My room right now is like I have nothing but creatine and like sadness in my room. So that's actually gonna be a
Creatine
good,
and condoms.
bro. It's because I eat them all. So it's gonna be a good customization. So thank you. Like that's gonna be good to add to my room to actually have something there.
This is it. This is actually it.
Right.
So now there's the go with the very small one, the one that's inside the envelope.
I was just expecting to get the poster. I can't lie. So
Yeah.
Is that
You
money?
can just give them the envelope.
is that
There
money?
you go.
Please tell me it's like,
Present, you've both been chosen for
By the way,
jury
there's-
duty.
can I show the dress? There's one of those in there
Yeah.
that's for him. It's just because there's one that's half and half.
Is it fucking Morrison's QR codes?
bro.
It's Morrison's QR codes, mate.
I thought it was tattoos for a second. I was
Is this legit? Is this actually part of it?
No, that's not even Morrison's.
Hello Fresh, mate.
Stick-
Oh, he's of stickers.
sticker.
Yeah,
Because I have none.
that one's Ross's, by the way.
What do I have?
No, the top.
Do I have any that's for him?
So by the way, Rafa, that one's yours, the top one.
Wild card.
Pristine. Don't even know where I'll put him though.
Yeah, you guys can save it.
Bro, no Isagi, bro. No.
That's going on the PC.
Yeah, he actually shows up here.
And this is his. Oh no,
No, that's
No,
something
that's-
else.
that's Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah, that's Kaiser.
Those were the best ones I have.
I still fuck with him.
Take a look at
And I also fuck with wild card over there.
stuff out
It's
here,
just like stickers and shit. I would show it better.
Where's the
but-
darts?
Come on. Yeah, I mean,
sick though.
I hope there's still a SIG in there.
No,
So-
I never know.
Redbubble.
Sponsor.
Sponsor us.
We're looking for sponsors. Oh, so the wild card is
Yeah.
Roth's.
Yeah.
You get Heimerdinger.
Well, what's the card one?
The wild card one.
No, that one.
No, it's not Spellslinger if that's what you're thinking. It's like arcane. Fucking.
Fuck with the wild card one. I like that one. Does he have color?
Wait,
Oh, these have color. Tag. I thought they were black and white.
Because you can't see with the
I
glasses.
can't see
So
color.
some of them are black and white for yours.
That's what's
Oh,
up,
okay.
man.
Where was it?
Arcane top 5 shows.
No,
Sponsor us.
100%, man.
Sponsor us.
Oh, yeah, these have
Oh,
color.
okay.
No. Make an anime about us.
Ooh. make a fan fiction of me fucking Jay.
All right, and
Not Isha.
Oh, Hammerdinger.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You didn't hear what I said.
Oh, that's love.
I said Isha.
Oh, God.
so now put that aside.
That wasn't funny, I'm sorry.
We've got one last one.
Oh, there's more. Jesus,
That's
we've been
awesome.
spoiled, bro.
Thank you so much.
Tell me it's a bottle.
And yeah, just give it to them, right?
Oh, is it darts?
Oh. The moon.
Based on last episode.
Oh, I thought this was JoJo for a second. I was gonna be like,
It's actually a sick cap, you know. I've been looking to get another hat as well.
oh, Gambit.
The thing is, every time I'm
Let's
gonna
see, let's see,
I just think about fucking. Oh, that's hilarious.
Sick.
That's hilarious.
It's because the
Moon
moon
Knight,
saved you.
the last episode, I picked fucking Moon Knight for Conchu. Oh, that's actually a very pristine.
That's
That's
such a
cool,
dope
man.
cap, bro.
And I just want to know you wear caps in the pod, so
Oh, I love.
you just have some variability besides the black one. If you're feeling a lighter fit, you can have the white cap.
Thank you. This is actually. I've been looking for another hat as well. Oh man. Do you want to show?
The moon.
No. It's actually sick. I should have took. I guess I'm gonna have to get into more Moon now. I'm gonna have to read all his comics now. This
Double
is actually
presents?
very good quality. As well.
Double presents?
Yeah, double presents. It's what I said. I needed
Where'd you get
stuff
that from?
to put in around my room as
Bubble.
well. So
That's the t-shirt as well from Red Bubble.
Good
Oh,
quality.
It's very rare where we both agree on
That's why you got
something.
your cap as well.
And I had already chosen their presents, but this guy actually did.
I'll still put on the hat now,
But this guy did show me the
Okay.
presents, and I was actually alright. Those are actually better.
No, you can't put the cap on now because you have that. That's the special.
Yeah. Don't you think the viewers would want to
No.
see me?
Save it for next episode.
The viewers do what I
You can
want.
take it off, try the hat, but then swap again. So you can do that. Pass me the.
For a little bit,
I'll
lads.
hold it. Hold it.
Let's.
To be honest, Redbubble for the prices they do have, they have very
I
affordable
don't
stuff
use Redbubble.
with good. Like there's a lot of fucking.
yeah,
art
it
there.
does look
Now,
clean.
this is pristine quality, lads. Oh,
Yes, it looks good quality.
really masturbating inside this hat. Just jail king.
And you won't even see it because it's white. Is that why you picked white? This guy's thirsty.
But yeah, I've never. What's it called? Redbubble.
Redbubble. Redbubble. No, Redbubble.
Yeah, but I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, definitely my favorite was the poster. But like I had already told you that I wanted the Daredevil
Fair,
poster for the longest time,
I like both. I like both posters, but I do really like.
bro.
yours.
I mean, Daredevil was my favorite character, so I've always wanted
Do
something.
you want to swap your Funko Pops in the?
Oh,
that's
Oh, that is a shot.
that is a
let's-
shot. I didn't want to take it out of the box
because it's a
though.
collector's item.
Yeah.
Let's just do a quick cut.
Yeah, so we just put some of the presents away. We put all the Spider-Mans here as well. So this one and this one was the ones we just got. So it's the Miles Morales and the Amazing Spider-Man one.
And then what's the difference between these two?
So-
That's the comic one.
That
It's
one's
Tom Holland.
Come on. Right.
So the only one we're missing is Tobey Maguire.
And the game one.
And the game one. A bit of segregation here, but that's fine. It's just how.
Oh, no, he isn't because they're not separate.
Because one's black, bro. It's the black sheep. It's his fucking wallpaper. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna start the brackets.
I did have a wallpaper
so-
of just white sheep and then a black one in the middle.
So I'm running the bracket today. I think this is arguably the hardest bracket I've made. Like, cause
like hard, like tough, or like hard?
Actually,
Cause hard?
Shit stuff.
No,
like
my-
tough stuff.
Like, it's
Or-
cold. Like
Mike-
Cole Palmer.
Like is it?
can't even get a word out.
Is it
so-
bug bug?
Shut
Just
the
go.
fuck
Just go. Just go.
The bracket is the best portrayals of a characters in media. Okay, so yeah, so you can take because I have one. I think it's only one animated character, but it's for example how well that character is done in the show, or how well the actor plays that character in that film, etc. Okay. So you guys know how brackets go. I guess I can explain. I'll give them two options. They have to pick one, and we'll go along until we have one final
Winner.
one. Okay, so we're starting with Nightcrawler from the live action films, and it's Magneto, the old man Magneto. I don't remember the name of the actor.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen in the X-Men films.
So the best portrayal of the character.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Magneto.
I was gonna.
Where's Nightcrawler from where?
Live action.
I
If
don't-
it was X-Men 97, it'd be more of a discussion. Otherwise, Magneto.
Yeah, and I don't think Nightcrawler had much to him.
Yeah,
in the films.
it was
He
great
was very of a side character. Yeah.
but like one movie, like he didn't come back. Magneto was in everything.
Oh, mate, you know what I just remembered? Sorry, it's just the Nightcrawler scene in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Do you remember?
Yeah, with,
With the swords.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
that was good.
Next one, Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage against Black Panther Chadwick Boseman.
Black Panther. 9%. Nicolas Cage didn't even do a
Yeah.
good Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Black Panther.
I mean, I'm starting with the
Mate,
easy
Nicolas Cage would have been a better Black Panther than he did Ghost Rider.
Don't they want to see what's his name? The guy that also was in Barbie.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
Ryan Gosling.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, Black Panther.
Maybe.
That's fine.
Okay, next one we have Chris Pratt.
need to buy it open for that.
Next one we have Chris Pratt, Star Lord, and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman Wolverine, brother.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think that's
the best thing about Chris. Chris Pratt did an amazing Star Lord, but there wasn't much of Star Lord to begin with.
Yeah.
Like he was quite
Am I-
a secluded character. Chris Pratt added a lot to how Star Lord is as a character.
Can I? Is it like? Am I being?
Stupid.
No. Yeah. Let's go with stupid by saying they could find another 8 actors to play Star Lord, and I would be fine with it.
I don't know.
It's very hard to find another person like Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine.
He does have a point.
I don't think. I mean, I think you're outplaying how well Chris Pratt plays.
No.
Because you do now.
But you could currently suddenly news Chris Pratt doesn't want to play Star-Lord anymore. They find someone else, and I'll be like, okay. Whereas with Wolverine, finding another person, and I think that's why they keep on recasting him, saying, "Oh, it's another universe or this," because it's very hard to find someone else that plays Wolverine just as well.
Fair point.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll probably go with Wolverine.
Only thing that with the films, like, that's not a big thing, is Wolverine is very like tanky and blocky and short, which
I mean,
Hugh Jackman
arguably
is
all the
not.
Guardians of the Galaxy are better than every X-Men film.
No.
Guardians 1
Guardians
probably
2
is.
isn't that bad.
Every X-Men film
but,
from the
but
first
like,
ones I prefer to.
Also, I put Logan above all of them.
Oh, true. I forgot about Logan. Yeah, that's good.
But even on Logan, the first
But
X-Men
apart from
films, I'll
Logan,
put it
apart
above.
from- I would say that
I would.
The only one that's debate is X-Men 2. And
Logan's
I'll
not really an
still
X-Men
put-
film.
I still put X-Men 2 just below Guardians 1 and 3.
The only-
Anyway, we've made our choice.
The next one is Deadpool Ryan Reynolds with Cyclops in X-Men 97.
Deadpool Ryan Reynolds.
X-Men 97 Cyclops.
How is that?
It's the best representation of the
Of
character.
Cyclops that we've
Yeah,
got.
but
It's very comic accurate, so.
still, but it's
I'll have to go with
Deadpool,
Deadpool.
a
Ryan
million
Reynolds.
percent.
Yeah, Deadpool, mate.
like what Ryan Reynolds brought to the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not about what he brought to the character.
No,
what
it's
It's the best portrayal, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You do that thing, huh?
So next one, I think this one's a clear. Like I think this one will be so easy.
So I call every other one so
I like
far.
every other. I thought it'd be harder, bro. We have. Yeah, this one's gonna be so fucking easy. Yeah, we have Captain America, Steve Rogers. So
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
That's the one.
against Hulk and Incredible Hulk.
Chris Evans.
Captain America, Chris
I
Evans.
just heard fucking. I didn't even watch the Incredible Hulk film, so I just thought he was.
Yeah, I
We
don't
have only
know.
watched all the Hulks.
Yeah.
Even the old one where
yeah.
he gets bitten by dogs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Yeah, because you're grounded.
I was grounded. So next we have Iron Man. So Robert Downey Jr. against John Bernthal, Punisher.
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 No, Iron Man.
Punisher, mate.
Robert Downey Jr. brother.
I don't care, mate. Again, just
It's
like
a bit what you said to Star Wars.
just like
He
the
brought
other
a lot
ones.
to the character. Like Robert Downey Jr. brought a
Not
lot
even,
to
not even that, mate.
Iron,
You could. Sorry, keep going. I
to
interrupted.
Iron Man. But as like portraying the character, John Bernthal portrays the Punisher better, while Robert Downey Jr. made Iron Man what he is.
No, but no, because
I
Robert
agree- I
Downey
agree
Jr.
with him.
is Iron Man. He didn't add. He added a little bit, but like Iron Man was already.
Iron Man was
Like he was.
barely known.
Yeah, yes, he was very known.
Before the Avengers.
But just because he was very
films.
known, it doesn't mean that that's how he was.
Mate, that guy.
was-
That guy is Frank Castle, bro.
No, and Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark.
Why is he
could
playing
find-
Doom then?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he's still playing Iron Man, technically.
Yeah.
But that's
just
still good.
just
touche,
like
yeah,
I
touche.
said with
I know why Iron Man
No,
Robert Downey
no,
Jr. is doing.
I disagree.
Mate,
Give me John
you could
Bernthal.
find 5 more people that could play
Like, I'm
Iron
not
Man.
necessarily angry.
That's so not true. You heard what he said.
You could find 5 other people to play Iron
No,
Man.
I'm not
they
necessarily
could.
angry at you for picking Robert. Like I see,
Big wobble.
it's just like I think in terms of like performances
Mate,
for the character.
Punisher,
Robert
mate.
Downey Jr. takes it. You guys are fucking dumb.
No,
I say
mate.
otherwise.
That's the thing. I'm trying to agree with you, and you're calling me stupid.
Well, you are. You're picking Punisher. It's not my fault.
Punisher.
It's not that easy of a decision that you're making.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Mate, don't
we're
listen
going
to
just because you said
I don't want to see puppies argue, bro. Can we just pick one? One.
It's
No,
Frank
it's 'cause
Castle.
I'm trying to think about it. This guy keeps calling me stupid, which makes me
Mate,
just
mate,
not pick the.
The way that he acted in Daredevil, the way that he acted in the Punisher shows.
You're done playing Robert Downey Jr., bro.
It is Robert Downey Jr.
And also, didn't you make a point of how he
I've
doesn't?
already agreed. You see, if you're gonna piss me off, I'm gonna shake your
No,
mouth.
about Punisher in the Punisher show.
Oh, no.
He's less of a Punisher than he was in Daredevil TV show.
It's about the portrayal of the character.
Yeah,
exactly.
So we can't take Iron Man in the Avengers because it's not an Iron Man film.
No,
You can't.
no,
Are you not remembering? I hear his voice. I still hear my little boy.
Yeah,
Whoa.
He's just saying shit.
but I think Iron Man, as a,
Mate, don't you remember
in
the?
terms of best portraying the character, I think Robert.
Do you remember the fight against Jigsaw, bro?
I remember all that.
The
shit.
Jiggly, man.
You don't even know who Jigsaw was until like last episode.
What's his name?
What Jigsaw guy?
We've gone like this over in the pod.
Yeah,
First and second.
Bob? No.
Well,
it was his question.
No, it was like Bob something.
Roughly,
Man.
yeah.
Big
No,
Bob,
I'm getting a blank right now. I can't remember.
Billy
Bill
Russo.
Russo.
I knew it started with
I was thinking about the Jigsaw film.
No need to spit all over my arm. I just don't think it's that easy.
I need an ask.
as easy a decision from like as you're making place, Robert.
Are we going Iron Man?
Yeah.
I agree.
I disagree.
Okay, so the next one, I'm gonna be honest. I said this was gonna be hard because I thought it was gonna be hard. The next one is the so Rocket.
Chris Evans, Human Torch should be here, but okay.
No, it shouldn't.
It's as a patrol
Against some of these heavy-headed.
That would be quite easy.
Rocket. So you guys know from the Guardians trilogy against Daredevil. So shall we call?
Do you know who voices him?
Fucking the guy from Hangover.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, yeah.
Say that again. Rocket or
So Rocket against Daredevil.
Rocket. Ooh, I almost.
You always bring fire.
Absolutely, Charlie Cox. No, Ben Affleck.
course,
Charlie
Ben
Cox.
Affleck, mate.
Charlie Cox, Daredevil. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
She called me verb.
But-
She didn't call him Bourbon.
That's just the voice acting. If you add the physical, just a wait.
But the way Rocket was made in the films was also
Like
perfect.
the
even
way
if it was CGI.
yeah, but the subtlety.
She called me a
the,
rodent.
the,
A rodent, bro.
the subtlety.
rodent, man.
Are we basing our our arguments on just on TikTok sounds?
Do you know what I get called?
Like the subtlety that Charlie
that.
Cox brought to the character, everything like his performance is
It's a
not
very
just
tough choice. It's a very tough.
it's
choice.
not just his voice.
Because you also got to think about Rocket's like backstory and all that, and how that portrayed like his character. I think
Just think about Matthew Murdock in a courtroom, like how he goes, how Charlie Cox portrays a character.
yeah, but for example, like
Just think about him defending Punisher, like that scene,
With Born
or,
Again.
or with the White Tiger.
Oh man, no way we chose the Iron Man over Punisher. That scene in the court. I love that. Do you remember? Do you remember when
Now,
he
of
says?
course,
that?
yeah.
of course we remember. Man. If you remember everything you remember, we remember.
Most likely.
Do you remember when I was?
For the audio listeners, he just started humping the table. What audio listeners?
Fucking God knows. The West Ham doesn't even out for the audio.
tough. True. This is tough though. Rock. Well, it is out right now.
It's been out for ages. Bro, I need so Rocket or Daredevil.
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 It
man.
ends up Daredevil.
Let's go with
It's
that.
tough, but Daredevil. Charlie Cox is just a great Cox.
So no Vormans here.
No,
no,
not a single one.
Okay, so next
One
one
use.
we're going. Okay, I think this one is easy as well.
Did you see that?
So we have we have Magneto, so the old man from the X-Men films, against the Black Panther from Chadwick Boseman.
Magneto.
Magneto.
Give me
Seriously?
Mags, mate.
Yeah, Ian
Panther.
McKellen.
Yeah.
Black Panther, man.
I would have gone Black Panther.
I was
okay.
such a skin
Ian
off
McKellen
him, bro.
has
His performance was
so
good.
many more movies,
Yeah.
so much more impact, so much more work with the character.
Ooh, the next one's an interesting one. So we have Wolverine, Hugh Jackman against Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. Easy choice, man. Quick.
I
Jesus
agree.
Christ, I don't think
I
it's
agree.
Just Logan by itself is better than anything I've seen.
I love I love watching that clip of Hugh Jackman in the studio booth. And he's recording the voices of Wolverine running in Logan,
not sure about.
and how he's fucking
That's what I heard you doing with your missus.
Same noise. I heard the same noise.
He
I
doesn't
thought
have misses.
I thought he was fighting Wolverine, and
It was walking in the room with him.
Man, that was just roleplay.
Is you chasing her?
the next one.
Why did you sit around? Why did you move on? From
so-
trouble.
Moving on swiftly. Next one, we have Steve Rogers, Captain America, against Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man.
Give me Steve.
Steve.
Big Robo, what?
Stevie boy.
Mate, Captain America, Steve.
Again, I
Rogers,
don't think you
Chris
can find.
Jack.
Evan, shut your mouth.
I agree with you, but my vote's
I don't think
impartial.
you can find a better Captain America.
I
than
might go
that, bro.
Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Like the whole him snapping, I love you 3000. Like there's nothing.
No, but that
Yeah,
was
but the whole thing of like, you know, like hot me.
Oh, mate, the part
This
where
is
he's punching the boxing bag,
who
and he looks
portrays-
hot as fuck, man.
portrays the character.
The best portrayal of the character, yeah. So if
In
you
media.
think Captain America was better done in the films than Iron Man.
I'm not going to lie, I think Captain America was better done in the animated show, so I might go with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh.
There is an animated show that Captain America was pretty well done.
Oh.
There's
I think it was the Avengers one.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Maybe.
I'll be honest.
I'm gonna go. I'll give it to Robert here.
I'm gonna give
I was so confident on Cap in the beginning, and
it
then,
Iron Man.
then I look into your eyes. And I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what I'm thinking. Okay. I don't know. I'm getting flirty with him. I'll get flirty.
So now I feel like this is an easy one. We have Ian.
Just grunts.
He just fucking roars, bro. We have Ian McKellen, Magneto, against Wolverine, Hugh Jackman.
Who?
Is that the final?
Who is the first one?
Give me Wolverine.
Who is number uno?
Ian McKellen, Magneto.
Give me Wolverine.
Against Wolverine. Wolverine.
Jesus
easy,
Christ!
man.
Why'd you need to triple check?
Are you not at the table? Yeah.
It's not a TikTok.
Mate,
Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine,
Wolverine.
man.
his performance in Logan is completely.
Whoever you have in the final,
For the
Wolverine one.
Next we have Iron
unless it's
Man,
Daredevil.
Robert Downey Jr. against Daredevil.
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 Ooh, easy. Easy. Daredevil. Charlie Cox,
easy.
mate.
I don't like Iron Man.
Charlie Cox. No. I mean, you said it for yourself.
This guy's got your personal opinion
Just
on the
his performance,
character.
season 3, Daredevil, the original show, the whole parts with the priest, the whole parts of him being in the trial with Foggy,
going through the hallway
with the avocados evolved.
Mate, the way that he's holding the bloke's head up in the rooftop and just
Or like in the first show when he started having hearing issues and he dropped the glass.
All right, yeah,
Charlie Cox.
I'll have to go down.
Okay,
Mr.
so
Cox
this is the final, which is Charlie Cox Daredevil against Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, this is a fair final.
Final. You get Jackman.
Hugh Jackman
win.
wins.
It's
Yeah.
not easy, man.
The-
You say
the
easy and then you piss me off.
Easy, mate. Easy choice for him, mate.
I mean, if you think about it, the only very good performance of Hugh Jackman is in Logan.
That is a good point.
Or as Wolverine. Bro, that he's been the one that's been carrying everything. The only reason
Bro,
he's
the part when he comes out of the fucking tube.
No, don't you remember the part? And that wasn't arguably his worst movie. Was X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Do you remember the part?
The Greatest Showman.
Do you remember the part where he penetrates Jean Grey? And then
Nah,
he's
that part
like,
wasn't that
and
good.
then his scream, mate, like his cry.
Like in every movie.
That was
But you
sick.
picked the worst scenes to talk about. That scene was not
That
good.
scene wasn't good though.
Yeah.
While he's getting
my
burned, trying to reach her, hugs her, and then
Like compared to all of his scenes, like the
Sister,
scenes
mate.
we've talked about, or him like with the the classic comic. Thing
Yeah, but like
where-
the whole Daredevil thing of like
Sure, interrupt me.
just beating Punisher up.
Like with the whole where he's just come out of the project, so he has like the whole mechanic thing on his head,
Mhm.
and he's just going through the woods. Yeah, Hugh Jackman did. It's huge.
Yeah, I mean Hugh Jackman won it.
That's the episode.
Yeah, that's the episode, guys. I thought it'd be tougher. I guess my bad.
Yeah.
so that was the
It's your
bracket?
episode, Rafa. So
It's your episode.
Well, what are we doing next?
You lead.
Oh yeah, so we're
It's your topic.
we're doing something else next, which is it's my main topic. So my main topic right now is today. Is surrounding a question, which is if you got powers, what type of hero would you be? We've mentioned it slightly when we were in the.
You're gonna be a little professional.
Or you're gonna say that.
I'm just trying to see how long.
I'm gonna dick you down if you keep doing that. Continue.
Go on. Keep.
Dick you down, hold you
going.
down, or
You
hold
asking
you up.
for a dicking, mate. But yeah, so
Charles.
we mentioned this slightly when you guys were warriors and you're protecting Nolan. What type of hero would you be if you got powers? Now I'm gonna change the scale. Well, I'm gonna change the
I'll be
scale.
fucking villain.
I'm gonna change the scale. So let's say you start with Viltrumite type
No
powers.
woman, man, or baby are safe.
My baby, mate.
Let's say you start with Viltrumite type powers. What type of are you being a villain? Are you being a, like,
Wait, Viltrumite type powers.
yes? I'm gonna change the scale.
Again,
after we
why
talk
you
about it.
have to ask
For the TikTok, man.
Are we like are we born on Earth with no other Viltrumites? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the-
I presume so.
It's like tomorrow you get powers.
yeah,
okay.
but you're
Okay. I reckon
Killing him.
from my experience will be exactly how Superman is in the Injustice universe.
He kills Shazam.
I know exactly. I just like rule stuff as,
Did we have?
as I see fit. Like so I wouldn't become like a villain
You're
in the
lying.
sense.
You actually won't do that. If you got powers tomorrow, you become a dictator.
he's talking about you become King Jong Un.
No,
at
not-
the drop of a hat, mate.
not straight up, but
This
like,
guy's asking for a reason.
but like I would start off by trying to save people and then I'll kill someone out of emotion and then I'll start killing and I'll realize okay, time to do shit my way.
You know, he said realistically.
That's a real
See, if you get in a fight right now, are you gonna accidentally kill him out of emotion?
Maybe.
Did I have the same upbringing
fight
that I had?
It's you literally get powers tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm being a villain, man.
And the what?
Oh fucking ever though.
I'm being
but
a
you're
fucking
not.
Ever.
I'm like, I need a legit answer.
Everyone-
Because
okay.
if you just be like, you know, the whole continent of Africa going.
I'll literally be invincible, mate. Respectfully.
Realistically, everyone's catching a fade, mate.
No.
You step on my cramps, your head's
No,
off.
like I'll be invincible.
Oral B,
sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
I'll be
Because his teeth are crooked as shit, so.
You have
And
Who's
Dusty
mine?
as well.
No.
yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'll be invincible up until the point where something really pissed me off, mate. And I'll become
That was one of the.
You become Mohawk more.
no, I'll be invincible, but I kill.
Bro.
You already have the
Okay,
haircut.
I'll be exactly like no joke. We're saying be honest, right?
Hmm.
So I'll be honest. I'll be Punisher
No, but
as invincible, but same mentality as Punisher.
what's your thing with the Punisher?
Bro.
This is actually something I've been meaning to ask you because it's been brought up in previous episodes. You keep like you've dropped here and there that you think Punisher's right.
He is right.
Like if he was in real life, you'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean,
May, I agree with him when he said that what you do is when you kick them down, they get back up. When I kick them down, they stay down. I don't know if he said kick.
It's about
it wasn't
reforming.
kick, it was hit.
Oh yeah,
It's about like criminals can reform. So it's up to you to
We're
take a
falling
life.
with a bullet in your mouth, mate. I do agree with this mentality, Punisher. So I would.
So you don't think criminals can reform?
I say you got one chance, mate. So I put you in prison, and before I put him, I go, mate, it's your one chance.
I mean,
you get out into the same shit.
How do you know if they've been in prison before? If you're the thing is, you see the
We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a
you
look.
see the TikTok he sent us of the girl was going through her. Imagine he had powers. You just show up outside her window, bro.
True.
Just fucking demolish her whole family.
Yeah.
You know they have no context to watch.
They don't need God.
I got
A
them
girl
wrong.
called him mid, and then he.
I got them wrong, mate. Yeah, but no way.
If you're watching this, he's outside your window,
I
right?
my revenge for
I think most of us would end up being heroes. Some more aggressive than others. I don't think any of us would end up being villains or dictators.
Do you think that's dependent on the scale? For example, let's say now you had like Daredevil type powers. So you're not invincible.
So I'm fucking blind. Fuck.
I said Daredevil type
It would
powers.
be the same thing.
Would it?
Same thing,
Of
mate.
course.
Well, because some people might be like, oh, because I'm not invincible, I'm not going to take as much risk.
Again, being fully honest, I would go with the mentality of I'm gonna be good, I'm not gonna kill, and I'll definitely I'm gonna call them villains, man. I'll definitely put like a villain in prison, and then he would get out and he would hurt people, he would hurt someone, and then my mentality would shift to if I had taken care of them fully, that would happen, and I would swap same time.
It's so stupid.
Mentality is Punisher, man.
That's because we're talking about it being realistic.
I am being realistic.
So if you moved to the States and you had a gun, you'd be like, well, if there's a criminal killing people, let me just kill him. Because that's what we're talking about, it being realistic, mate.
Like,
You can't just be like, I'll kill the whole world.
Like realistically, mate, if we move to America and some Donnie, knock on wood, some Donnie, like
You have the word right in front of you, bro. You need to touch your own dick.
some Donnie shoots him, mate, right? And the justice does fuck all and he's walking free.
No, but you're
You're
not.
not going to do that because you're going to go prison.
And I'll go prison.
Bro, he doesn't have powers. He's already acting like a vigilante, bro.
It's not even true, mate. Realistically, you'd be so scared you wouldn't pull the trigger.
How that works?
You'd be more likely to accidentally shoot yourself in the leg than
How
than
hard
I
is
mean,
that,
you,
though?
You'd be so scared shitless. You'd
you shoot your knee off by like trying to pull the gun off.
If something happened, yeah, I would. Like, how hard? No joke.
No, you wouldn't. You're saying if there was a guy that like shot like I don't know, like 2 preschoolers. Or
No, but I don't care about the preschoolers, man.
so what's the stakes here?
Like one of you, for example,
If someone shot me, you're gonna shoot him back.
if you got shot and you went hospital and then you're fine, nah. I'll let him. I'll let him side with the warning.
You have a strong word with him.
But if you got done dirty,
Done dirty. Got caught walking by the ops.
It's with great power comes great responsibility.
and I've done none of it.
I reckon if I had the like street level powers, kind of like
just start it.
Spider-Man or Daredevil, I reckon I wouldn't really do anything. I would just use it to kind of impress people.
Oh,
It's like party tricks. I kind of like just look at what I can do.
Can we all agree? It's a bit of a tangent, but can we all agree?
I could smell you and you smell like shit.
Is that your superpower? Mate?
Yeah, that's why it stinks whenever you're around.
I always smell of Invictus, man. You know what Invictus is? You don't, because it's more than
before.
This guy bought perfume off Amazon,
like 80
mate.
quid.
Yeah, mine was 60, but I got 3 of them.
But to be fair, I've had my perfume for a very long time.
I am broke.
I've had this perfume for like 3 years.
We're flexing.
Why are you watching films, buddy? Mate, I've had my perfume for 3 years. We're flexing getting perfumes from Amazon, bro. Doesn't get any more.
He doesn't get it. Brokey. Let's go. Unemployed.
He gets fucking.
Scumbag. All right. Is that the discussion?
Yeah, I didn't know how long.
Let's move on.
It's long enough.
Let's move on.
I mean, we have quite a bit of review because of.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, so it was a bit short, but that's fine because it's what I said. We're
He's not reading. He's just forward.
we're reviewing.
He's Go ahead.
So we're moving on to the review now. The main segment in the bracket were quite quick, which is fine because the review we're going to be talking about Daredevil. It might be a bit longer, and even though we are going to be mainly talking about the last 3, we are going to be talking about the whole show overall. So we might repeat some points we've said before, etc. So this is going to be a review for Daredevil, and we're going to go around saying our scores. We're going to, of course, start with a non-spoiler for the last 3 episodes, and then move on for a spoiler, but we'll warn you in case someone hasn't watched it.
I think at this point, when this...
Yeah, it's what I was going to say. What's the point of saying a non-spoiler just for the last 3?
Yeah, it's just...
So actually, fuck that. We're actually just going to start with spoilers straight away. So if you haven't watched it, maybe just skip it to the part of the game. There's tags in the thing.
In the thing.
Okay, so these are... So
Shut the fuck up. These are our scores for Daredevil, Born Again, and Disney Plus, and we'll start over there.
What did I score last? I'm gonna give it
You're not supposed to pre-plan these.
Oh my!
an 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Gotta give it an 8.
8 as well.
See,
Oh,
see,
fair
look how the sheep follow the black one, mate.
Fair enough.
The sheep follow the
Hey,
black
shut
one.
the
I'm the
fuck
only
up.
one black one here, bro.
Fair enough. Okay, so I guess we're on agreement. Is there even part of discussing shit?
Okay, so
Wrap it up, like 5 minutes up.
So
I thought you were gonna stick it to a 9.
Nah.
It didn't, because I was at a 10 the last time we talked about it, but it didn't. It like you for it to stay at such high, it needs to wrap stuff up, and I think
And it did.
in terms of
wasted.
in terms we'll get
Wasted.
We'll get to it.
straight away.
But in terms of like story, in terms of like wrapping up character arcs and setting up for the second season, to be fair, there are a lot of reshoots, which we know we can keep in mind. But considering everything, how the season wrapped up, I didn't feel confident enough in giving it a 9.
I hate the misses, bro.
Yeah, let's also episode by episode. 'cause there's
yeah,
only
so
3.
it's what I put up.
Yeah,
So
the first one is the Muse one.
it's episode
Episode
7, so it's the art for art's sake. So it's the whole. It's when Amuse dies, right?
Yeah. Wasted character.
Bro, they didn't even give him his powers, man.
No.
Yeah, was he supposed to have powers?
He wasn't. He
Yeah,
was
we-
supposed
yeah.
to not be able to be detectable by Daredevil. That's
Like
the whole
the
thing.
only. So I understand that the original idea that they're going for the show was that Muse was just going to be a normal serial killer. So they just use that. They do have the potential of through some bullshit he comes back from the dead because that's not uncommon in the
No.
Daredevil lore. That's not uncommon.
But I don't think
happened
that's
with
what they're going
Elektra.
to do.
The hand, all that stuff, and he brings back, then maybe he can have his powers.
I think they're going that's not actual Muse, as in like there's going to be, because there's an actor that's been casted for the second season where people are theorizing that he's actually going to be the Muse with the powers.
Sure.
And I've heard a lot about that, so it seems to be like quite a.
Why
Something
add the
down there.
Muse that is not the Muse?
Yeah, but then at that point, what's the point, bro? of adding a character.
I would prefer if they kept the history with this Muse and he comes back to life and then he looks like he does in the comics where
Which
he
is all-
removes his mask and he's all fucked up. He
Mm.
does look like a corpse.
Yeah, he
To be
doesn't.
fair.
He's not a random guy.
Because like he takes off his mask and he looks like fucked up and he's like, what mask?
Also, the woman. So the therapist. What's her name?
I can't remember.
Is it?
No, I think it's Idris. Idris Elba.
Nikki?
I probably wrote it down.
I think it's Nikki, right?
Herbie? Herba? Hella?
Herbie.
No, it's Nikki.
Ella.
No, Nikki's a friend.
We're just saying fucking names,
Nicki
bro.
Minaj, bro.
I don't know.
Heather.
Heather.
Yeah,
Heather.
bro. Her development, especially towards the end.
Fucking hated Heather, mate.
Bro, first.
Are we going episode by episode?
Yeah. We're talking about the
Well,
episode where she kills Muse.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
all
she
right.
clipped Muse. I already didn't. Really.
Yeah.
No,
Fucking just clipped Muse.
Was the episodes the episode scene? Wait, was that episode where they go back to the apartment? They have that whole conversation of being like,
Daredevil saved
well, that's the beginning of the next episode because this episode ends with
Well, that pissed me off.
Muse finally. Yeah.
What, the whole-
we can
we can talk about it. But the whole where
the whole thing being like, I saved myself.
bro, that's such a common thing in pretty much every fucking hero show. It happened with Spider-Man, where with the Disney Plus Spider-Man fucking animated
all
thing.
fine shit.
It's
It's
always-
always fucking
Bro,
mental, man.
random civilians are always like to heroes. Nah, I saved myself, or you shouldn't be out superheroing, or you're playing hero. Bro, I always say comments like that because they don't make any fucking sense. If she saves herself, you're telling me that if Daredevil wasn't there, she would have lived.
It's the exact reason why
Mate, that's
people
why I would be a villain, bro.
Man,
it's the exact
I was got in there, killed Muse, killed her, killed everyone.
bro, fucking Heather, I'll do a kingpin on her.
it's
Oh.
it's the exact reason
You know,
why
you know.
people dislike MJ from the games, because there's literally dialogue of Peter being like, "The fuck are you doing?" She's like, "I can take care of myself. You know, you shouldn't have come save me." And Peter goes, "You ran into a fucking militia for no reason,
Bro,
mate."
better example, bro. With Iris in the flashing, we are Flash.
Oh no,
Bro, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Flash muted. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Why not this guy was put a post for mental health a couple days ago with Warren Bucker, and now this guy's telling him.
Nominate all of you to do the. Who gives a shit? Yeah. So. I think obviously that conversation is very stupid. We've had problems. Where the fuck are you? My eyes up here.
Looking down.
We've had obviously like we've mentioned problems like these with side characters specifically. Like it tends to be more the female counterparts. Like you don't have these problems with male side
Like
characters.
Foggy never said some shit like this.
Because Foggy ain't
He never
stupid.
said.
Foggy's also
Neither
fucking
did Karen, to be
dead.
fair.
Foggy has told them to stop.
Yeah, but never.
But-
I
No, but
saved
it was always
myself.
the thing of like I'm losing my best friend and I can't handle that. Like those comments make sense because it's like I can't lose you, but I know I can't stop you from doing this. So realistically, I have to remove myself because I can't take this. I can't take you seeing you like this. But he was never like, oh, Daredevil's useless, or Daredevil didn't say,
or we are Daredevil,
or stop playing hero. He never saying that because he always understood Daredevil was essential, but he didn't want to lose Matt.
Yeah.
And now he's got clipped.
Yeah.
He did.
Which I didn't think was. I did think it was very quick.
I think we all agree overall that the Mew's death was not handled.
It was just
properly.
underwhelming,
It felt
bro.
too easy.
Yeah,
Just
I
underwhelming.
think that's gonna be the last episode of the original show.
Oh, was it?
Not the original thing they're going for. To be fair, the way he died was, I guess, good. Like
fight
he
was
died on like
okay.
the canvas. It was artistically good, but like it didn't have any payoff. So
One thing, and I know that's going back to all the way to episode 1, but do you agree that Foggy Nelson's death was
Surprised you knew his full name.
very, very like sudden?
What's his actual name?
Foggy Nelson.
What's his actual name? I've asked you this question before in the pod.
he
Mate, you don't learn. That's your problem.
It's
Fucking
Franklin.
stupid. Franklin. Get it
That's
together.
what his mother is called.
You're a beautiful boy.
You're beautiful.
No, but
My brain is just packed with
Cocaine.
pasta.
Cocaine and bitches, mate.
With a business, mate.
but
That's
that
what
was
it's
his
with.
point. They're like, maybe they could have killed Foggy at the end of episode 1 instead of like more in the beginning, and you could have
It
more
was very.
scenes.
I did feel like it was
And
very
like
sudden.
it's what I agree with them. But going
Franklin Nelson.
back to
That's right.
episode 7, if you could change Muse's death, let's say he had to die, how are you doing it?
Well,
Doing it slower, doing it better, doing it more proper.
maybe having Matt accidentally kill him.
Oh, but then the impact that because then he's not killing Bullseye, he's
I
killing
think
Muse.
Yeah.
this is not a character that appears and only lasts a couple episodes.
No.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it was up to you, he wouldn't have died at all.
Yeah, no.
No, he should have kept.
I agree.
Okay, just to refresh my mind a little bit, is this the part where like,
Yes.
Matt wakes up with Heather
No, that's after he gets shot.
in the
In
bed?
the hospital.
Yeah.
And they have like the whole.
I mean that's pretty much all of episode 7. We can
Yeah,
look
I
up
mean,
the-
I don't even remember what else
Yeah,
happened in episode 7.
So can we start talking about that
Yeah.
part?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause that part.
I mean,
yeah.
episode 8 was the dance.
Yeah, the next episode
Okay.
was the gala.
So I was praying.
Where
I really
Poindexter
like-
breaks out.
I like
When I saw him with the sniper, I was praying, please hit Heather. Please hit Heather, man.
I thought they were going to do a thing of like, because they switched dance partners.
Mm.
I thought
Yeah.
Bullseye was going to shoot whoever
Shoot.
Kingpin was dancing with.
Because he thought
Thinking it was Vanessa, but kill Heather
He would
instead.
shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Cue the shot.
He would shot Vanessa.
I don't know what shot is, but that Bullseye definitely
Yeah,
needs to
I
be a better
thought-
shot, bro.
But I think over that conversation where they had in the bed, we felt very.
But I don't blame him.
He aimed for Wilson's fist.
He aimed like Daredevil just heard it right at the last second and jumped in. Like I don't blame Bullseye.
Which begs the question of why they didn't even. That's why my score's lower. They didn't even answer that.
What do you mean?
Why he jumped in front of Fisk?
Not sure. I do know.
That's good though, because that pays off. Because his first instinct is to save people.
Like when
But
it comes
wasn't
down to it.
And also,
Fisk. It's
do you
not
remember-
people, mate.
and-
So why didn't he save Poindexter? Why did he not represent him?
Oh,
That whole conversation. Obviously, I get the power of Poindexter being like I'm paraphrasing a little
You're
bit.
gonna
The best
save your
people is that protects the
Because he
biggest
wasn't
enemy.
like-
it's what I was gonna say. An argument against that is because like even though he thought Poindexter, if he goes to the other inmate, he's probably gonna die. Like he reacted to save someone.
Yeah, because it's not like he knew that Fisk was going to get shot from the beginning. He just knew that like gun, someone's getting shot, someone's getting shot. Where's it coming from? Was it there? And he jumped.
And also, I do think it was off the whole
I don't think that's
conversation.
a direct.
I also do think it was a whole conversation with Poindexter being basically like the whole thing that he just said. The best heroes are going to protect their
the biggest
biggest.
villains or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if
And it was the similarly weird
this guy he struggles with English. He's not great English.
weird the situation.
Now they were talking about
It
Poindexter.
was a hyperbole of the
Wait.
situation, man.
I don't think so, because later on, I think it's in the same episode. I think Karen asks him, being like, "Why did you jump in front of Fisk?" And he's like, "I don't really know."
Yeah.
But I just think
I need a bit.
it should have been addressed more. It's such a big thing towards the end of the show, and then they can set up more explanation
But,
towards season 2.
for example, that one I disagree. I don't think they need to say it because you can tell.
I think he could have said it was just out of reflex. Something like that, just a little
Yeah.
comment.
But you can tell that.
No,
was
that's
true.
what you're taking away from
No,
the
it
show.
wasn't.
Okay, tell me one.
How about you
one
roll your
way.
tongue?
Yeah,
Because-
roll your tongue.
no,
Alright, slap your fucking jaw.
because
Second of all, tell me one way they show that it was reflective.
Mate, the consensus of the
tell me
situation
one
was
way.
undermined.
the whole dance,
Ooh.
that whole scene, it shows
Yeah,
him
I'll say it, I'll say
reacting
it.
to the sound of a gun cocking. It shows the
Why cocking a gun, mate?
It shows him reacting to the danger, him assessing the situation,
And then jumping.
and then
back
just
to
jumping in. He didn't save Fisk.
He knew it
saved
was
someone.
Fisk.
No, he didn't.
Because when Karen asked him, why did you jump in front of Fisk? He didn't go, I didn't know it was Fisk. I just, it was a reflex.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know why I did.
Yes, because he saved it.
Disagree. Yeah, no, that can be
It's
like
just- it's
what
like-
you're taking
it's-
away from it, but that is not.
It's not like he didn't know that that was Fisk. It's
I
that
do agree
in
with
those
that.
last moments, in that
Well,
second,
Thiago,
that
Well,
he had to react, he reacted
way
to
more-
saving
Yeah.
someone.
let me. I agree with that.
Pedro says
I agree with Danny. The consensus of the situation was undermined, mate. So they should have given it a tiny bit more, a little bit more of explanation.
I disagree.
They
He doesn't
give-
even know what
it's not-
consensus means.
It's not give a little bit more explanation. It's they give no explanation. They gave nothing, and you can't say.
But I think you're supposed to be. I think
can't
you're supposed to
say-
take it away from the scene.
The thing is, you can't say it was because your whole argument is there was like a split-second decision, but to him it wasn't, and you were just saying
Yes,
that.
yes,
oh,
it was.
He heard the gun cock, and then
He wasn't planning to get himself shot. He was planning on stopping the threat. Where's the gun? Where's the shooter?
He is right.
What's happening? And then only when he realizes where it's coming from is when he's
Yeah, I
about to
don't
shoot.
but that
And then he doesn't have time.
He is right.
So okay, so why did he answer to Karen being like, when she's asked why did you jump in front of Fisk, he's just
Because
like,
he doesn't know.
Because maybe to himself he would never say Fisk, but out of reflex he'd save
yeah, but
someone.
they didn't address that whatsoever. Like, sure, that's
Well,
a
because
great
the thing
idea
is,
that could
no, but
follow,
like it is true that it was like even though they gave us a couple of scenes like of him hearing the gun, but he literally he was dancing with Vanessa, in which he just turns Vanessa. It's like Poindexter's here, and then Poindexter goes to shoot straight away.
yeah, but they don't like give any.
I didn't
further-
have that big
Look,
of an
they
issue.
were trying to extrapolate the meaning of the whole conversation of him in the prison cell with Poindexter. The whole thing about you're gonna protect your biggest enemy.
Yeah, but
And
then
then
that
they
begs the question of why
connected-
he didn't help Poindexter.
Because
Because it wasn't reflected. Is that why you?
because
that's what we're
it's
talking about.
instinct. He didn't
Yeah.
save Kingpin.
It's
because,
exactly,
I'm
maybe-
gonna save my biggest enemy, and that's why when they ask him, like both Punisher and Carol, why the hell did you save him? The world would be better off dead. And he's like, I don't know.
For example,
Because I didn't want to save Kingpin, but I instinctively.
I have a good
But
example.
he doesn't
No,
say
Donnie,
that.
I have a good example. For example, if he knew Poindexter was going to be there, right, and him and Heather didn't go, he wouldn't go and save Kingpin. He would just let him die.
Okay, yeah, but sure, you're saying all this, but the fact of the matter, in the show, the only scene that we
I feel
get,
like you're supposed to take it away from the scene of how fast it is, of how he reacts to it.
that he doesn't
Also,
react to
that
that
scene-
scene
that's-
any different. Than
That
any
scene was
other.
also beautifully shot because after he's on the floor and then he's just red whites again.
And like I love the artistic decision of whenever Bullseye locks in, the
It turns
screen
blue.
turns blue
I love
and
that
it
so much.
focuses and the sound narrows.
I love that so much. I love that so much.
Insane.
I just don't. I think you're taking away more from the show. than
No,
it is.
I don't think because
The only scenes we get is when he's
No.
dancing.
I disagree with no. I disagree with your previous point that you just made because the thing is, it's like I feel like in shows or in any type of media, you don't need to state exactly everything that
Of
happens.
course not.
You're supposed to
But
take
you
it
have-
away
you have
from
to be
some
able-
scenes on how it's shot.
You have to be able to address it. Like, and this is a major thing, so it has to be addressed in some manner.
Yeah,
it doesn't
do
mean-
address it, and that's why they ask him.
Okay, where do they address it?
And the
'Cause
character himself doesn't know.
Both Punisher and Karen ask him, and both times
Marbles.
And both times he's like, I don't know, because it's internal conflict.
Yeah,
That's
Matt-
what you're about to
basically
say.
said-
Asked once, by the
He
way.
basically saving the yes.
By who? Foggy. 'Cause
Punisher.
You've been saying Foggy to be fair. I was like,
No,
oh, I thought you said Foggy. I was like, I feel like
Punisher asks, why the hell did you stop the bullet for him or something? And both times he doesn't know, and and shows his internal struggle because he basically,
if anything-
he put his life on the line to save the devil
Yeah.
of his.
If anything, that just shows how much more of a reflex it was because he can't reason with the
Yeah.
decision he made.
I think you're just taking away. It's just my opinion. I think from the way he reacted to it wasn't necessarily any different to stuff he's reacted to before. I don't think it was a clear. If anything, I think it was clear that he jumped in front of Fisk. Like it wasn't that he was.
He did do that.
I don't know. As in, like because you guys are going for he just jumped in front of the bullet. I don't think it was that.
Yeah.
I think he jumped in front of Fisk.
No, I think he jumped in front of the ball.
No, obviously because he knew the ball was going there. But I think you guys are going for more of a thing. And this is my opinion. We can disagree. Where you guys are going for more of a thing of he was just saving whoever was.
Yeah.
I think he was jumping in front of the
So what?
bullet,
You think?
knowing it
So
was
you
Fisk.
think he made a conscious decision to save Fisk? That's why you're arguing.
whether conscious or conscious, I still think, but no, because you guys are saying, what you guys are saying is that he jumped in front of the bullet, not knowing who was going to hit. He just jumped in front of the bullet.
Yeah.
I'm saying he jumped in front of the bullet, knowing it was.
No, he might know he was hitting Fisk, but he just reacted reflexively.
But then that changes it.
No, but it's not knowing he was going to hit. It was in that split second he realized that bullet is going to hit someone.
Okay, then choose. Just clarify this for me. Let me just get clarification.
Okay. He did.
Are you going for he just jumped in front of the bullet and knowing he was going to hit someone and he didn't know who it was?
Not specifically.
No, it was Fisk.
Not specifically. No.
What are you going for? You agree with this? I disagree. I think he jumped in front of the bullet because he was going to hit someone. No, because he was going to hit someone and he knew that person was Fisk.
Okay, so in my opinion,
but then that means if he knew it was Fisk, then that can't be a reflex because then he made the conscious decision.
I think
Daredevil's senses are extremely high. You think he doesn't know where everyone is around him 360, specifically Fisk?
He did not. Well,
I honestly think that the Southern...
To be fair, Pedro has said.
Also, he can't. No, it's been shown on the show. He can't focus on everything at once, and he was focusing on Poindexter.
It's our last second.
I honestly think that the sudden reflex is the writer trying to portray the internal.
The writer trying to portray, talk like that.
There's the writer trying to portray the internal battle between him being a hero and not.
This guy's writing an English essay, man.
Go ahead, lad. You get ready.
Bro, it's like I think
look, between him being a hero, right, and him wanting to
follow Punisher.
Villain. Because they showed in this season
but that's what I'm saying.
that he considered her.
So you agree with me that he knew he was Fisk?
No.
Wait.
If you quiet down.
See, the one time I
just 1 second, mate. Shut the fuck up.
Stop trying to sound smart and just say your point so we can understand it.
Shut the fuck up.
The writer.
Him doing that showed us what deep down what his true decision is.
There's no internal conflict if he doesn't know who he's jumping in front of.
No, there is.
Can I say something? Okay. You made a previous point that he always knows where everyone is in the room. That's wrong because it's shown on Daredevil. Daredevil can't focus on everything at once, and it's the fact that they showed that he was only focusing on Poindexter.
Sure.
He was focusing on his gun. So the fact is, he might not know where Fisk is.
So
at a specific
you're
moment.
saying that he just? I think if that is the way they're going, I think that affects the scene in the sense that he just jumps in front. Yes, the only reason why he saved Fisk is because he was a reflex, and there's no inner turmoil of being the thing.
Because he was a human in the last second.
No, I think you guys are very incorrect about this because the whole thing with the Poindexter. Wrong. With the whole thing with Poindexter in the scene being like the greatest heroes protect their biggest villains or whatever it is, right? I'm paraphrasing a little bit. And then him doing that in front of Fisk, it only works for the show if he knows he's jumping in front of and saving Fisk. That's the only way it works.
Afterwards, because he realizes his instinct was to save Fisk no matter what, because he was saving a human. He was saving a human being.
You can't say his instinct to save Fisk if he didn't know it was Fisk.
No, because he was a human being. He didn't know it was Fisk.
So he wasn't, his instinct wasn't to save Fisk. It was to save a human being.
Okay, maybe. In that, my point is, in that split second, he didn't see Fisk as Fisk. In the split second, it was bullet coming to hit someone.
So there's no thing of him being like his interturmoil of him having to say Fisk because by your thing wouldn't be a reflex.
I'm
going to change my point.
I'm going to disagree a little bit with what I said. I do think that he knew it was Fisk because again, it connects better with the whole thing of him protecting his biggest enemy, and I think what they wanted to do was enhance the internal turmoil of him literally saving his biggest enemy.
I think it's a little bit mix of both. I think there's a potential where he actually knew it was Fisk, but he still acted reflexively.
Yes.
But that doesn't take it away from what Tiago was saying. His point still stands.
His whole point,
even if he knew it was Fisk and he still acted reflexively, but him saying I don't know,
it takes away the depth of the scene.
I disagree,
and it makes no sense with the earlier Poindexter line. You can't have the Poindexter line.
Well, him knowing it's Fisk.
Like him not knowing it's Fisk. Because you can't have the Poindexter line and then have him just saving someone and it turns out to be Fisk. It has to be him reflexively act and saving Fisk and him then it contrasts with the Poindexter line being like the biggest heroes. Say that's he has to know it's Fisk.
But your point was that you didn't like that.
Yeah, to be honest, your point was that
your whole thing started is that they didn't approach that enough.
No, I said that it would, because all this stuff I'm pulling from, yes, and the way it was done, it was decently done, but I would like more exploration. Because after that scene, after all that context that you can pull together, Like that is pretty much you're going up this hill. Poindexter says his line. You're going up. The Poindexter is now cocking his gun. You're going up this, and then Matt saves Kingpin. Boom, you're at the peak. But then after that, you're left there. There's no explanation apart from the line.
The episode ends.
Apart from there's more episodes, you big twat. Apart from the line,
that's the part I disagree with you. Sure, I can change my point slightly. That he knew he was Kingpin, but he still acted reflexively.
do you accept that it sets up that turmoil of him being like he saved Kingpin?
No, yeah, that's clear. Some of that turmoil comes from after the fact.
Imagine
You're correct.
Imagine he actually did know, and he just saves him, takes the boy, he goes, I see the human being, and then feels his big frame, and he goes,
in that moment, it's not like
is that the girl
he ran across the room and he jumped in front of it. So it's not like he had time. Is that in that last second he saved someone?
Right. So you still think he didn't know it was Fisk when he jumped?
It didn't matter in that moment.
No,
he didn't think, even if he knew it was Fisk, it didn't see Fisk as
okay. So he didn't. It wasn't a thing of being Fisk. He was just human. He's just a human being.
But even if he knew it was Fisk in that moment,
just answer my question. Do you think when he jumped in front of that bullet, do you think it was just because the bullet's gonna hit someone? It was a thing of or do you think it was a thing of like
keep touching
knowing it was Fisk, he still jumped in front of that bullet?
It's both. Because you
can't have both.
Because you can't.
Am I the only one?
No, because the point is,
easy now.
Easy now. I can't just shut up.
Well,
Who told you my point?
Shut up.
No, I'm telling.
It's definitely genetic.
I shut up when you made your point.
I was going to
make my point.
Go ahead, but you can just
the whole thing. Can I? There you go. The whole thing with Fisk.
Don't talk about that.
Is that
I'm going to cut the whole.
He is. Actually, it's like it's fine.
Forgot your point.
I love them talking about each other as well. It would be amazing to subtitle of it. Glad I'm not doing this.
You're fired.
So the whole point is that in that moment, it's both because that, sure, he saved Fisk and he knew he was the big fat guy that he was, jumping in front.
So he knew it was Fisk.
When he jumped and felt that frame.
My point can remain if he knew it was Fisk, but in that moment, he didn't go through the thought process of having that internal debate of shit. That's Fisk.
Should I save him or not?
Should I save him or not? He didn't go through that.
But that's what I'm saying. The only part I disagree with you, because that's what I was saying earlier. If you think about what I would have just said, it was like he knew he was Fisk, but he still jumped in front of that bullet.
Because he didn't see him as Fisk.
No, with you, it was a thing of being like, he just jumped in front of the bullet.
The way you're wording it, it's making it sound like he made the conscious decision.
No. It's like he knew it was Fisk that the bullet was heading, and he still reflexively jumped in front of the bullet.
Yeah, reflexively.
Yeah, but he still knew he was hitting Fisk. But he still knew he was hitting Fisk.
Basically, in front of Fisk because he was a human being.
Basically, he didn't think, I'm going to save Kingpin.
Yeah, like he was going to jump in front of anyone.
Yeah, so his point still stands.
Yeah, the only part I was disagreeing, because in your beginning of your point, you were just saying, oh, he was just jumping in front of the bullet because he was going to hit someone.
Yeah, because he was explaining what he meant by reflex.
Yeah, even if he knew that person was Big Fisco.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't mean
he knew that was Kingpin. I'm standing by the point that he knew it was Kingpin.
He didn't process to the point where I'm saving my biggest enemy.
Basically, Tiago's point is this: he knew it was Kingpin, but when he jumped in front of a bullet, he didn't jump in front of a bullet to save Kingpin. He just jumped in front of a bullet because that's the type of hero.
I honestly think you're overcomplicated. I think it's as simple as when he was in that cell.
Who gave this guy a mic, bro? Just unplug. Just turn it off.
When Poindexter said that you were going to save your biggest enemy, and Matt proceeded to beat the shit out of him in the cell and then call the guard and say he's harming himself, which was good. Matt ignored that, and then that whole scene was to show that it's so engraved in himself that deep down he jumped in front of the bullet, the bullet, no matter who he was.
Yeah, exactly.
And it ended up being his biggest enemy.
Because he's a hero.
But regardless, I think my original point still stands. But it isn't like clear enough. Like I want to see
I want to see
more because I don't think that decision is even clear enough.
You just need like 5 brain cells too.
Bro, the thing is, I don't get the way they portrayed the scene. They don't need anything. They don't need anything else. The way they portrayed the scene.
Because otherwise we wouldn't be disagreeing whether it was reflexive or not, or whether he.
No. We're not disagreeing. We're all agreeing it's on reflex.
I want to know. Did he actually know if it was Fisk or not?
No. Guess what? By him saying I don't know. He's currently saying he doesn't know.
No. The only thing he said, it wasn't being like, "Did you know it was Fisk, mate?" No. They were like, "Why did you jump in front of Fisk?" He said, "I don't know."
Exactly.
That doesn't answer whether he knew it was Fisk he was jumping in front of. He doesn't know if he was like, "Yeah, I actually did want to say Fisk." None of that guy answered.
No,
None of that guy
because he didn't know if he wanted to say. No. This is such a stupid thing. Because the thing is,
it's a very stupid point.
Because we all, Danny,
we all agree.
Bro, we've been going around. Can I speak? No.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're all agreeing. This guy, let me see. I'll be quick. We're all agreeing. This guy.
No, we're not, bro. I'm currently disagreeing with him, so we're not all agreeing.
Why are you on Tinder?
The point you just made, just literally counteracts the last 15 minutes, where we're all agreeing that this was on reflex, but then you want him to say. From up here, bro. But then you want him to say if he made a conscious decision to say Fisk or not.
Listen, that scene.
How is the viewer going to try this?
I agree it's reflexive, but what we were discussing, you can answer this. What we were discussing, at least from my side of things, is whether he knew it was Fisk or not. Yes.
Correct.
That's what we've been discussing for the last 5 minutes.
We all agreed that he probably did, but he acted
reflexively. If we're discussing that, which means we have different perspectives, which means it didn't.
No. We're trying to help you, the only person here, understand.
Well, I agree with Danny. I've seen some opinions online.
I don't know what
some people think he jumped in front of Fisk knowing it was Fisk. And you can't be like, apart from that scene, you can't tell me.
He did, but he still acted a reflex.
You can't tell me.
That's the whole point
you
of
can't tell me
making.
for 100% sure, with like scenes from the show that he jumped in front of Fisk, either knowing or not.
But he knew.
You can't. There's nothing in the show that comproves that.
It was a reflex. It was something like, if I know.
Well, he clearly knew Fisk was there.
Oh my God, let me finish.
If your point is just going to repeat what he said.
Should I just go then? Should I leave? Yeah, should I?
Go on, say it. Go on.
Wait, if you repeat his point, I'm going to fuck you. Mate, if I got a cup with water and it falls, yeah, it's a reflex for me to go and grab it, but deep down, I know I am grabbing a fucking cup of water. Same thing. He jumped.
That's actually a good point.
And it was a reflex, but he knows it's Fisk, mate.
Yeah.
He'll take away from it if...
Are you agreeing with us?
I don't know who is saying who!
Bro,
mate, I'm agreeing with the fact.
No, but Peter, he's saying he just jumped because someone was going to get harmed.
That's what he means by reflex. That's what reflex means.
Over here is saying he knew he was Fisk.
No, yeah. But when Thiago says that, is that he's explaining reflex. He's explaining what the fuck reflex means. Just like how he said.
Reflex and an involuntary and anatomical action. That's what reflex is.
Let's just make it clear. Let's go around the table and just say whether you think he jumped in front of Fisk, either knowing he was Fisk or not knowing he was Fisk, and he was just saving someone.
He didn't say no, but that's not ring. No, we can't do that.
It's not a simple. You can't just structure a conversation like that.
No, because that's narrowing down to 2 points. They're just gonna lead back to yours, bro.
Yes, brother.
By doing that, you're giving us 2 options, which both are just gonna lead down to your point regardless.
Yeah.
Because the thing
I disagree with him.
We can talk about the action and we can talk about the thoughts before. The action, he did not decide.
It's a simple question.
He didn't decisively.
Did he say Fisk, knowing he was Fisk or not?
He didn't decisively. No, because again, if we say yes, that means he made a purposeful action to say Fisk. If we say no, then that means that he didn't know Fisk was there.
He was just saving.
It was reflexively. Regardless, the whole show, the scene shows that he did not make a conscious decision to say Fisk. We all know that. The question you're asking is if he knew. Now, we can't debate the action of him jumping in front. That's what he was explaining. That he didn't jump in front of Fisk. He jumped in front of the boy.
Okay, so you don't think he jumped in front of Fisk? Like he was just saving a human being. That's what reflex is.
It was such. I'll actually simplify
because you can't be like.
But he knew. But he also knew he was jumping in front of Fisk.
Okay. Because the thing is, you keep saying he jumped in front of a bullet to save a human being, but he also knew he was jumping in front of Fisk. So. You're saying two opposites.
Look, the brain
is jumping in front of bullets.
Both things can be true at once.
Look, the brain is not that slow. I think the example that I use is perfect. If a cup of water drops, I'm not thinking I'll straight away go grab it, but deep down I know that I'm doing this because the cup of water falls.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a reflex, but he knows that that's
but that's what I'm saying.
You would reach for it regardless if it was a cup of water or if it was something else.
No.
Okay, no, but the thing is what? No,
if a cup would juice.
The only thing is I'm trying to clarify, and it's not that I'm putting
But if it's a hot pan, mate, I'm not going to reach for it.
Yes, you would. It's still out of reach. That's a good point.
That's an excellent point.
Imagine there's a block of lava over here. right? And it's solid as fucking hydrogen. There's solid hydrogen right here, and it's dropping.
Good fuck.
I'm still gonna use my reflex to catch it, even though if I catch it, I'm gonna burn my whole fucking hand into smithereens.
Okay, but that doesn't stop you knowing it's hydrogen.
But in that split second, he doesn't.
But my reflexes acts independently of what I think.
With the
So even if he knew it was Fisk, even if he internally didn't want to save him, because of the hero he is, he's gonna act reflexively to save him. Yeah. So to be honest, him knowing it's Fisk or not would not impact his reflex.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
the point that I used to support you kind of changed my mind.
Regardless of all that, I don't think we get enough exposition of him debating that.
I don't know.
There should be more explanation.
Isn't that the debate? So. Isn't that the debate of him being like, was it just fully reflexive in terms of him just his hero thing, or him being like,
you can see it was a reflex,
or you can't.
Well, no,
where?
Okay, because
the whole scene,
how the scene plays out,
because he jumps in front of a bullet.
Because it shows him.
No, because he's talking to Vanessa. He hears a gun cock. And then he tells Vanessa, Poindexter's here. Poindexter shoots. He jumps in front.
I have a simple thing. Would you say that Matt Murdock, Daredevil, jumping in front of Fisk is a very big, important thing? Yes or no?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So don't you think it deserves more than one line of dialogue as more of context than the rest
line of dialogue?
I mean,
and I'm sure they're gonna listen. Would I've liked to have seen more in that episode? Sure,
I don't think it's
what
needed.
they've shown exactly.
Yeah. So you're saying if they don't mention it again, would you be okay with that?
Of him jumping in front of Fisk?
If they don't mention it, they don't give more any explanation.
Then you might have more of a point. Because I want to see a bit of that inter-turmoil.
The season ended,
but he hasn't interacted with Fisk since.
Yeah, up to this point. No,
so unless they interact again, they don't have to.
No, exactly, because the next time they interact, it's going to be the whole thing. I saved your life. I jumped in front of a bullet for you.
Exactly.
And you didn't give me
a bit like wouldn't that have been a perfect moment when Fisk sent people to kill him? Wouldn't that
but he didn't see Fisk.
He knew it was Fisk that sent
but he didn't even interact with him. He just left the hospital.
Yeah. Okay, but he knew who he was. Did he not?
He knew it's probably Buck, bro.
Yeah, but he needs but who is he going to talk to about that? To Buck. He needs to have a conversation with Fisk.
After when Karen asks him, great moment for more extrapolation on the scene.
The thing is, it shows because the thing is, the only thing he's feeling right now is confusion because he doesn't know what he would say.
That's what I'm feeling right now, mate.
Sure, he could have said, to make it better, he could have said, I don't know, I did that out of reflex. But then again, that's not needed.
I just think for such a big, important thing of the character, having one line of dialogue after is extrapolation.
Because you're assuming that potentially they're going to talk about it next season.
If you disagree, then you don't.
Well, no, because I mean, well, if they don't, then that's a whole different thing.
But that doesn't mean you can't agree with me that you do want more explanation on like that.
No, as of right now, I'm okay with how things are. I don't think any more should needed to be added.
It could have. I needed a bit more
next season. If they don't address it, you'd be fine because you're saying you don't need more to be added.
But
no, as of right now.
As the season ended, because he didn't face the Kingpin again. He didn't speak the Kingpin again.
He faced
next time.
He literally faced his goons, man.
But he's not going to speak to the goons.
Yes, and also,
also, I'm a great about already.
But he didn't even face any of them.
Every point I make, this guy starts scooting over me.
He didn't face any of them. He heard one of them and then left the building
because he was.
Did he get face to face with anyone close to Kingpin?
Mate, considering Daredevil's senses. If his face doesn't matter, you can't see him.
But it doesn't matter.
Like this. So
what? You wanted? No.
Bringing in those points.
No, okay, Danny. No, so you wanted
him sensing people. Okay, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, that's the super point you've made today. So you want him to have this big contradiction in his head. Why he saved the Kingpin with Buck, this random hitman? Is that what you want?
I want that to lead to more extrapolation on the scene. So when Karen asks him, he doesn't know.
Well, but no, because that's how he's feeling. He doesn't know why he did it.
Then explore that more.
And maybe they will. Maybe next season when they interact with Kingpin again, or maybe when he interacts with the Defenders, it can't be like
it needs to be when he interacts with Kingpin again.
Because right now he's the type of hero he doesn't know if he should kill. But the fact that he saved the Kingpin, it's going to lead to him being like, "I'm the hero that doesn't kill."
I just think that when they do something that big towards the end of season 1, having to wait that whole time because the character's still developing throughout all that.
He hasn't faced Kingpin again.
It's like a big rock in his shoe as he develops, and he hasn't faced Kingpin again.
Maybe next time he's fighting Kingpin,
then
he can literally being like, "I saved your life, and you're still this man."
I disagree. I think considering Kingpin literally tried to kill him afterwards, I think that's enough for
no. But who he's going to speak to?
To Buck.
Karen.
Like, but what does Karen know?
But the fact of the matter is, the fact of the matter is, he didn't. No, the fact of the matter is, he didn't get into a fight with anyone. He knows Kingpin is evil, and the fact of the matter.
So if he got into a fight with Buck, would have?
I don't think he should have this big contradiction with Buck, bro.
But it's not. He should. He's already doing that. That big contradiction.
And the thing is, he's confused right now.
Okay, but they barely show that. Even that confusion, they barely show that. It's one line of dialogue.
He says, "I don't know."
One line of dialogue of him just being.
It's not one line of dialogue. It's two at least.
Because he has two different characters.
And even then, I'm pretty sure he only gets asked once.
Bro,
we can fact check.
I think you're making it seem like a major issue when it's not even a minor one.
Well, to me,
and I know you love your minors.
To me, considering it's such a major thing of the character for it to not be addressed towards the finale, I don't think it's proper. And we can just
I agree with him.
It's an opinion, mate.
No, it does make sense.
No, an opinion can not make sense. Like he's not.
I disagree with your opinion.
Yeah,
I can see what. I guess I can see from your perspective, like you don't really care as much about it, or you don't think it's necessary.
Bro. Because when did this happen? When did he get shot?
I think
end of episode 8. Yeah. So end of episode 8. Finale is episode 9. We still have to talk about the whole Frank Castle thing, and you want him to experience his inner turmoil.
Why do you think I give it an 8 out of 10? Because it didn't wrap stuff up properly enough. It didn't have too much stuff to wrap up.
That is true.
That is true.
That's the problem that the show has.
That is true.
But this one thing, out of everything you could have picked, like this was one thing that
I'm not disagreeing that they shouldn't add more in the future. I'm disagreeing that they should add more to the scenes they have.
I think that's a good way to leave it.
You made this such a big problem when, if anything, it's a very minor one.
But for him, it was major.
It's because like it was such a peak part of the show, him jumping and saving Kingpin.
But I don't think. Yes,
I think I need more after that scene. I need it to be relevant,
bro.
They barely mentioned
not when you're so close to the end. No, and they shouldn't have added.
Then they shouldn't have put that scene.
I think if he started talking to Karen and understanding why he did what he did so soon, it won't make sense.
Yeah.
It would be too close. Because as of right now, he doesn't know what he does. He doesn't know what type of hero he is.
He can have a conversation with Karen and not reach a conclusion.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, he's still working through things.
Or with
right
Frank,
now,
I think with Frank would have been.
No, but you need it, and he does have a conversation with Frank.
Frank would be
about him saving Kingpin.
Yes,
bro. I'm pretty sure
you need to rewatch the show
because it's when he's in his house right after the hospital.
He's like, why did you save that big fat bastard or something?
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know.
And what does he say?
I don't remember exactly what he says, but they do trade a few lines.
I disagree, but I guess we'll just agree to disagree on that one.
I think you're making a bigger issue.
Regardless,
I hope they touch it in the future. I'm glad they didn't now do the version.
I think if it's something, to me, in my opinion, if it's something as major, they have to address it. Like because it's something major for the character.
To when he interacts with Punisher.
Because he just escapes the hospital and then doesn't really address it all that much. Another thing on episode 8, the whole thing of him waking up with Heather.
That's final. Oh yeah.
He said it was episode 8. I have to remember.
I think
that whole part is absolutely disgusting. No,
waking up with the in the hospital.
And he says Karen, and she's like,
no. I meant like when they wake up in bed. I don't know if it's episode 8. That's why I asked you.
It's episode 7.
It's probably episode 7.
Oh, what happened there?
The fact that he's like calling her sweetie and saying I love you now, that feels very unnatural to the character.
That's such a minor thing. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest.
The whole point of the pod is for me to talk about minor stuff and major stuff.
Yeah, but like him saying sweetie, bro, that's the problem for you.
I thought what you were going to say because I didn't realize you said minor. So I thought you said, the whole point of the pod is for me to talk about my stuff. I thought that's going to be what you're planning to say that.
Bro, what relationship do you think is deeper? Him with Karen or him with Heather?
Him with Karen, 100%.
He never said, I love you to Karen.
That is true.
And never called her sweetie. And now this random lady, that relationship isn't as strong. You hear Daredevil saying, I love you.
Relationship is shallow. It's played off to be shallow.
Okay, but then he says, I love you.
So
because he's just looking to fill the void. I get him.
I agree with you. I agree with you. The way they did it was simply to try and, when we realized that she backstabs him, to make it deeper because they were so connected. But the only issue is they rushed.
And they did rush it a bit. I'll agree with you there. They did, but we didn't mention that slightly in the beginning.
It felt very natural. This was like from the original show. Remember? A lot like that scene clearly, for example, it's probably from the original.
Oh, the original concept.
Let's actually pivot to the hospital scene then, where he goes Karen. I don't like, bro. Heather really disappointed me by the end of the last few episodes, bro. How she reacted.
She's very important.
Like, what are you expecting? Karen is so important to Matt, and you've been like, how long have you been dating? A few months, bro.
I think it's close to a year.
No, that isn't the problem with the character. It's the problem with the writing. They were supposed to set up the relationship better, and if they did, then you'd have been like, yeah, fair.
Yeah, but it's the writing of the character.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
in the original show, Karen wasn't even supposed to be in it. So Heather was going to be the only love
If you think
interest.
about it, if they made Heather a more important love interest, you would have cared about it more. So when he said Karen, you'd be like,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be honest.
that sucks for her.
In terms of the two love interests, Karen is so much better. Even just on one scene where
Because
they're
she had
looking,
more
when they're
development.
looking for the files, bro. I love that scene.
Yeah, but mate, it's because
And like she kisses his forehead, bro. I'm like,
it's because they
I kind of
rushed
want to
it.
address that
mate.
scene because I felt
They rushed it.
I have a hot take about that.
Of the whole how she the heartbeat
with
for Punisher.
I always and I got grilled online.
Wait,
I got grilled online for this because I made a comment on TikTok. And
you gotta stop commenting on TikTok.
Yeah,
bro.
you need to stop making comments.
No,
on TikTok.
it was just people discussing me. It's fine. Because again, I've watched Punisher a little bit ago, but I always got the perspective that the relationship between the
was
Punisher
father figure.
and Karen is a bit like siblings. Again, I haven't watched the show in a long time. Apparently, they almost kiss in the show, so maybe I'm correct.
I got
But
father figure.
I keep remembering the line of him being like, "Oh, like in the Punisher show when he's having discussion with like this is one of his mates, and then he's like, "Oh, we gotta go save Karen, whatever," and he's like, "Oh, if it was your wife to his friend, you would have done it," and he's like, "Yeah, but she's not your wife," and he was like, and the Punisher literally says, "Yeah, it's family. Karen is family," or something like that.
Yeah.
So to me, it was always like a thing of like, okay, being family, not a thing of like being husband,
Yeah,
wife,
they
whatever.
they make it very vague, but like they also make it vague in the show.
They bounce it between the lines. To be
I mean,
honest.
here it was pretty clear that the whole heartbeat thing being like,
but the heartbeat was also for Matt.
where she goes, "Oh, I'm sure it was just adrenaline."
Yeah, and then but then
He's
Matt
fucking
says the
stupid,
same
mate.
thing.
He doesn't remember.
I was probably fucking gooning. At
You know
some
when
point.
they're looking through the files,
Yeah.
and then she goes, "Did you hear his heartbeat?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then she goes, "Did you hear mine?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm sure she's like, "I'm sure it's just adrenaline." And then she goes, "Did you hear mine when I saw you?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm sure it was just adrenaline."
Yeah, exactly. So it's not something clear.
He cried.
It just showed that there's like
I don't. It felt odd because I've never seen Karen being like romantically intertwined with the Punisher.
They've always bounced between the lines.
they were
guys
very
loving
strongly
the bounce
close
It's true.
in the Daredevil.
I love bouncing on it.
In Daredevil season 2, Karen was very close to
Bounce on the
Frank
direwolf.
because Matt was very close with Elektra. Matt was with Elektra. The whole scene in season 2, that was it. So Frank got
Buddy.
very close with Punisher because of her story.
Frank got very close to Punisher.
And Karen.
Well, you said Frank.
Oh, sorry. Nice one. And then in Frank's TV show, in The Punisher, she shows up, and they never show anything,
No.
but they show that they have a special.
Yeah, but I got a lot more like fun. Older brother's better. An older brother kind of like vibe between Frank
I
Castle
never
and
got
her.
older brother.
I'm
joking.
I got more that vibe.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
a
got
thing
the
of,
vibe of he's protective over her.
like step bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for example, the whole favor thing, and it's like,
Yeah.
I did you a favor.
Yeah, but
It's
I
like-
don't know. I think they went a lot into the romantic side, like the whole adrenaline thing. Where
what?
That's not a lot. That was a sentence. Apparently,
one sentence not enough for you. No, do you know why it's not a push?
Okay.
Because he literally compares it to how she looked at Daredevil.
Yeah.
So it's not a push.
It's not push, mate.
Good point.
Yeah, but it's not a big plot. It's not
But
a
it
big
was. I
plot.
also
but
didn't
it's just,
notice that.
Because apparently it's a thing that's established in the Punisher show. Maybe it's just I haven't watched it in a while. But to me, that relationship was always more of like a family thing. So them pushing this more into a romantic side and comparing it to with the Daredevil one, where to me the Daredevil one was a true romance. It's a thing I'm like, oh, okay, Isabel.
Well, it has been a year, and like shows that like maybe she's moved on.
True. Maybe
Yeah, but
maybe
like, moved on with Frank.
Maybe that romance has dropped a bit because of the time. It's
Yeah.
happened.
What do you think of
About the fight scene.
Punishers and Daredevil's team
fight
up?
scene. Only have one
Go for
negative.
it. Fucking shit,
And one negative.
Really?
I don't remember.
I only have when they're
And the fight scene in the apartment.
in his
crib.
Oh no, that was good.
I
Yeah.
only
That
have-
whole thing. The fight.
Stop killing him, Frank.
Well, what do you guess here? And then Frank calls him Mr. Nightgown Man or something.
I mean,
Rage
I
bait.
only have one negative, and it's the same negative that I have in the very last Punisher fight scene when he's fighting all the guards.
Mm.
The blood, bro. What the fuck?
What?
What?
The blood was very unrealistic. I don't know if you noticed.
Really?
It was the same thing with the
Because it was
Kingpin.
gooey.
It was like shooting out, bro. Like sure, like Punisher would cut someone, and then it would be like a whole fountain of fucking orange blood spewing out. I don't know. If, maybe it was just me that I noticed it more, but I
Okay.
noticed it in quite a few scenes where the blood seemed a bit iffy. Very minor thing. The fight choreography was amazing.
The way he was murking people in the apartment. It was
Yeah,
insane.
and
Like,
then-
he shoots so. There was this like thing where like he blows someone's jaw off. and then they fall on the table, and he like keeps on shooting.
Yeah, through the table. Or like he just full on dives at someone, bro. And then like the very last guy, Daredevil was like, "Oh, don't kill him," and he just points to someone else and like, and he just shoots him. I'm like, bro, that's sick.
Yeah, because Daredevil saves someone, and he's like, "Oh, I should do it this way," and then
what about him?
like, "Yeah, what about it? Together, him, boom, boom."
Yeah, no, that part.
That was sick. That was
But
sick.
then every time I had her appear on screen, made me want to throw.
And then when they're like,
Low-key, bro.
I just wished that they had a little joke after they both jumped off the window and Daredevil had to carry Punisher. I just wish they had like a little joke where like, like Frank is like, never touch me again, or some shit like that.
Yeah,
And then Karen showing up, it just tied up.
To be honest, it was Frank that noticed the grenade first before Daredevil. Daredevil heard it, but he didn't.
It was Daredevil.
No, but it was Punisher that said grenade.
No.
Yes.
I'm sure it was Daredevil.
I'm
Are you sure? Watch it again.
I'll watch it again.
What's that?
Pretty sure it was
I'm not betting shit.
And since we're kind of reaching the end of the show, I think overall, towards the end of the show and the way they wrapped it up, it felt a lot of characters felt like very disjointed to the overall plot. Both not Vector, fucking what's her name?
Hector,
Muse.
Yeah, that's the biggest criticism I
The
have.
girl.
The show is too disjointed.
Like the characters, sometimes you're questioning why are they even there.
Yeah,
like for example, what's her name? The girl,
BB.
therapist.
Heather.
She doesn't really like towards the end of the show. It's like her whole plot just stops.
Yeah,
like they stopped
and then she
writing her.
joined Fisk
I don't know her.
As like a mental health advisor.
just to piss off Matt, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Heather is not there for her own character. She's there for Matt.
What do you think of Fisk's version in Daredevil Born Again of him beating someone to death with a car door, like crushing?
I didn't,
prisoners?
bro. The thing is, I like that scene, but the actual fucking smacking of the skull, it was just very. I don't know. It was very
Unrealistic.
Yeah,
And how would you know?
because
Because a normal human can't break a skull with their two hands.
well, he's naturally strong, but it's more
Yes.
the fact he was squeezing, and all of a sudden his jaw just comes off, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I kind of preferred it if they didn't show it.
That,
Like
Yeah,
they would have
low-key.
shown like the head getting red or whatever,
Bro.
and then pops and there's blood coming out of the shirt, but you don't see
like the car door. You don't see it. You just see the body and the blood going from the car.
Yeah, they did a little too much. I love the scene.
I think they tried to go for a little bit of the
Bro,
boys
they could have
style.
shown the back shot of Fisk. Love back shots from Fisk. And then just show the body falling with the head over.
Ooh, and that scene with Punisher where he just takes on 20 man, then he just he's just popping people.
yeah, for example, that bit, like, what was his plan? What was his plan?
Yeah, but it's Frank. He just goes.
No,
he doesn't have.
it was
plan.
because it was the whole thing of like, I did you a favor, but I don't care. Let me finish.
sorry.
I did you a favor, but I don't care. To then him hearing from the radio that the whole of the police force is gonna go to them, so he just goes there and
To be
sorts
honest,
it out.
it's a one more satisfying seeing Punisher's work because you know they're not gonna get back.
Yeah, and there's this bit in that prison, not prison, like in the police station, where I've noticed because they've done that in the Punisher show as well, but I don't know, it just stood out to me because like he's very graphic, and you think it's you feel better, or like. I'm just trying to say that, like, for example, if he beats a man to death, if he beats a man to death, it's more, it's not that.
You can beat me to death without fucking.
If he beats a woman, it's like it's different, but like it's equal rights, equal fights.
Yeah.
And there's this police officer that's a woman, and she's amongst all the other police officers he's fighting, and brother, he turns to her like, oh.
Yeah, but that's Punisher though.
I think they did it perfectly. And I was like, Jesus,
I think
Frank does not discriminate.
they did Punisher perfectly because yes, they showed how like good he is at fighting. He murked like 10 people, but they didn't make him so overpowered where he can take 20 people with shields.
Yeah, she's good.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, they had to, like, that whole team, they had
to all get on him.
But for example, you brought up BB Urich. Her whole thing is ruined. Like they set up the whole thing with the
Daniel.
police guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now the police shoot's dead.
No, but
So her whole thing is like.
I like Daniel though.
no, I'm so happy. That's first of all that Urich is coming back because Ben Urich has always been a critical character of Daredevil comics.
Love
He
Urich.
is
Love a Urich.
Ben Urich is the Commissioner Gordon for Batman, but for Daredevil. Right? He is that character. He has the same level of importance in the comics. And for example, people that were pissed off that Foggy was killed, and he's such an important character. Ben Urich is that important, and he was killed in the first season of Daredevil. It wasn't even at the end of the first season. It was like 5 episodes in. So he was killed early on. critical character for the
That was
story.
her encore.
So yeah, so I'm just glad that they're bringing a character from that family back that's going to deal with that story, that's going to carry on that plot forward. And I'm also glad that she actually has, because she was getting close to Daniel and to Kingpin, and she did the whole thing of like helping by doing because Daniel did the ultimatum, the whole thing of like the task force actually
killing Muse.
Yeah, but she does have
integrity.
Yeah, so she does have a plan. So I'm happy that that's her character.
What you guys think of Daniel? What's your opinions on him?
He did decent.
He's a good character.
He's a one glazer.
He had a pretty good progression.
He loves Fisk.
He glazes Fisk.
Yeah, I think overall it just I felt kind of distracted with a lot of
characters. The only last bit to talk about is how it ended. How he was gonna. It seems like he was gonna. Let's go fight this. Nah, we need an army. Oh,
it's the Avengers.
You know, the thing is, Tiago didn't know this, so I sort of told us, so don't interrupt me.
Is it the Spider-Man?
Please interrupt him.
Sorry.
I already knew the song.
What have we said? Oh, you already know this.
He legit said.
And it proceeds to say it as a rage bait.
That's what I said. I didn't know.
I told you, so don't interrupt me. This guy will interrupt me. Yeah, in this last scene, they played the Spider-Man theme.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either. I just thought annoying.
But yeah, it was a bit disappointing because it's what a lot of people have already brought up. So you've probably already heard this about on the internet. It's getting to the scale of the show and how present it is in the MCU. It starts bringing up problems like, what is Spider-Man doing because he's in New York? What is Doctor Strange doing? He's also in New York. And it's like, what Mayor Fisk is literally banning vigilantes, doing a blackout, doing a fucking time to be
Doctor
in bed.
Strange won in
curfew. And then what? Spider-Man's not reacting.
Yeah, at least street-level heroes.
Like Doctor Strange one.
And like what? He shows the final team.
Yeah, that's just
and it's just random blokes.
What random team?
Yeah, because at the end it was like Well, imagine that he opens the doors and there's like the Defenders, Spider-Man.
Green.
Oh, I don't think. Wait, I don't think I saw that.
Moon Knight.
The move.
Wait, I don't think I saw that. What? Wait, his army.
No, yeah, because he's talking with Kara.
Bro.
Yeah,
they're like, we gotta go, and then he opens the doors, and there's like, it's at Josie's bar.
Oh,
and there's
that was the army. Yeah, wasn't it a couple of fucking old folk?
Yeah, it was old police.
Oh, I thought that was just the people that were gonna help.
No joke, I thought it was bingo night.
Trying to race.
I thought it was free cocktails.
Quiz.
I thought it was free cocktails. That's why they were there, bro.
I think it was free pub go for sure. I know.
It was happy hour, mate.
I think
they were there for the 2-for-1 drinks.
That can't be the team. Otherwise, I might. The fuck, I'm.
Mate, fucking Josie's gonna do all night.
When it makes sense how there's a lot of rumors about the second season and how the Defenders are going to be in it.
It makes more sense. Why didn't they put the Defenders there?
Because it was last minute.
The director's trying to rage bait.
It was last minute because remember this was a whole show beforehand.
But then okay, you're trying to rage bait. Don't show that Josie. What's the point of that Josie scene? I don't give a fuck about any of those characters
for the next season.
I don't give a fuck.
Why didn't they show like him opening the doors and then it cuts to black? They didn't have to show the people.
Something like that.
Yeah, but that would be an even bigger edge.
Or just showing Web in the corner.
No, they played the music.
I don't think Spider-Man.
I think it's time for us to put it in the rating tier list.
Yes, I agree.
Oh wait, before we do it, quickly. Realistically, top 3 characters in order it'd be Daredevil, Punisher, and Poindexter.
In the show.
Put Foggy there.
In the fucking.
Put Foggy up there.
Put Punisher first.
Daredevil, Kingpin.
Oh, forgot about Kingpin. No, I'll probably still stick to mine.
No, Daredevil, Kingpin, Punisher.
You don't think Poindexter should be?
For me, it's Punisher.
Yes. I don't think a villain's been done as well as Bullseye in a minute.
Agree.
In a minute.
Can we swap it on the rating tier list? What do you guys think? I mean, we all said 8, so top good.
Top good.
That's easy as hell then.
Yeah,
well,
that's it, guys.
To be fair, I don't know why we argued so much when we all had the same score.
That's such a fun.
We argued last when we had a different score.
We spent an hour just arguing, but we get the same score.
Watch your tone, man. Sometimes you gotta watch your tone.
You do have to watch your tone.
Well, no.
You just fucking raise it.
Yeah, man.
It's not even rage at that point. It's aggression.
Like I'm agreeing with you. And I'm just fucking like it's the gorilla.
All right, Rappe. So we head to the game.
100 men can
It became 3 men against the gorilla.
We're now heading to the first game out of the 2-set game. It's a trivia game. We'll explain it a little bit once we set it up. But yeah. Okay, so we've set up the game. So the game we're playing today is the Ace Race. It's pretty self-explanatory. So this is a level-based game. So the way it works is
each suit represents one of us. So Pedro's hearts, Danny's diamonds, Tiago is spades, and I'm clubs. So where's the deck? Danny has the deck. He's gonna flip a card, and whatever suit that is, will move forward. Once he moves forwards, we flip this one, and that's of course gonna have another suit. And for that level, that person is gonna ask a question from a specific topic. They'll each other we don't know. So yeah, we'll keep doing that, keep moving forward until someone wins. We're gonna have 2 winners from this game. If the person gets the question wrong, they move back. And
If they get it right, they stay.
if they get it right, they stay there. Pretty
And if they get the same
Yeah,
suits,
yeah,
they
it's a
stay.
pretty simple game.
Well,
You'll
trivia
get it
game.
quickly.
You'll get it as we go. All right, should we start then?
Yeah, I think.
First person to move forward
You
is clubs. Ooh, so Spades asking clubs a question. What's your topic? What's your topic?
Spades. My topic is My Hero Academia.
Ooh, original.
Some start off with hard questions, and then if you don't get it, the slash.
You can't move back right now, so.
Okay, Raphael.
I am listening.
Watch the Endeavor's fourth kid, Brother Clubs.
That is me.
Never say that again.
Never said that.
Who are the top 5 pro heroes after All Might's retirement? I will
Without including All Might.
after All Might's
Yeah,
retirement.
so All Might's not up there.
I will allow description over names, and you don't
Okay,
have to
top-
say them in order.
Top 5.
That made
Top
it fair,
five.
to be fair.
Top 5, not top 3. Bro. Okay, so I'm going
They
in.
have to be in order.
No.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going Endeavor, Hawks, Mount Lady, the Bruce Pussy.
What?
The tree pussy.
Oh,
Um,
need one more then.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Because a lot of them quit, bro.
Tree pussy.
I think I know who the other one is.
Oh, the best genius.
Is that your final answer?
I'm just reviewing. I'm thinking about it. Because after All Might's retirement, so
Yes.
best genius. Ooh. No, but the paper guy was still alive, wasn't he? Ed Shot. He was still alive.
Fair play, yeah.
He was still alive.
Whirlpool.
But I think he was like 6th.
Well, there will be a 6.
Shut the fuck up.
It's, yeah.
I'm going top 5. No, I don't think the tree pussy was there. Take away the tree pussy, put Ed Shaw.
So right now you have Endeavor, Hawks, Mount Lady, Edshot, and Best Genius.
Yeah. Was Mount Lady there? A woman in the top 5.
No.
No,
Midnight. No.
can't be.
Erased no.
Not my top 5.
I'm a feminist, so all my top 5 heroes would be female.
I feel
You're
like-
just a gooner.
Top level Gunnar, bro.
Take your time, man.
I will. The thing is, okay, I'm definitely sure about Endeavor and Hawks. I'm trying to think of like the main fights at the end because all the pro heroes were there. Yeah, none of the classes would be there, not 100%. Yeah, because the thing is, they all went with top level heroes. So Best Genius, Endeavor, and Hawks are locked in.
Okay.
Need 2 more.
I need
top
2 more.
5. Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure Edshot was a top level hero as well. I'm just not sure if he was top 5. What was my other one? Mount Lady. Mount Lady just has a Gyat on her.
You just answer the question.
By the way,
I have a
feminist.
feminist. Answer the damn question, man.
Ooh. Was the fucking speaker guy top 5? No, he
Oh,
wasn't.
but quite, mate.
I know, right?
Is this going to be the rest of the episode?
The thing is, Mount Lady doesn't sound correct as a
Cameron's
top
gonna
5
go.
hero.
Yeah. I'm going to go.
Wait, was the bunny girl? No, but after All Might's retirement. All Might retired way, like, before season 5. Yeah, okay, I'm taking away Mount Lady and putting Mirko.
Is your final answer?
I don't like your tone.
Oh,
what?
I don't like his tone, bro.
Bubba Cloud, mate.
Jesus.
If I get 4 of them right, do I still
No.
Sure. That's
Wait, so say your final answer.
so Endeavor, Hawks, Edshot, Best Genius, and Mirko.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's go.
Well, I thought the
No, I knew the Banusi was there,
Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
How about we don't say Banusi?
Fair play.
I knew Mount Lady couldn't be there. That one makes sense. She's way too young, bro.
And I'm surprised you got the names, all of the names as well.
Bro.
If you were to do the top 5, because originally I was going to say in order.
Wasn't the tree guy?
In order, I'll go Endeavor, Hawks.
Right.
I think I don't remember if Best Genius was 4th or 3rd.
I'm pretty sure the Headshot was third, Best Genius,
and then Marco.
Marco was 5. I thought she was 3.
No, Marco was definitely 5.
Marco was definitely not third.
It's either Best Genius that was third.
I
and
think
Headshot that was
Best
fourth.
Genius was
I think
third.
so.
All right, next person moving forward.
Fair play.
Next person moving forward is Spades. Well, Spades with Spades, obviously, he kind of asked himself a question. So it's a free level. Next person moving forward, Joker. Down you drink. Next person moving forward is Spades again. Let's reveal the level. Clubs. I really hope my fucking thing is there.
Oh, I actually do remember.
The one time that I did Yes Race.
Might still be just
topic.
You're gonna do it anyway.
My topic is arguably one of the best Spider-Man films, TASM.
Oh god.
Both 1 and 2.
Like,
So, but it's only the films.
The Amazing Spider-Man. This boy right here.
What event causes Uncle Ben to be called to the school in the first film?
that's easy, mate. That's so easy.
Well, I mean, you've watched this film like 8 times.
That's so easy, mate. I could answer that with my eyes closed and the finger in my nostril.
He got called to the school. It's in his interaction with Flash with the basketball. And doesn't he break the basketball hoop? That's my
That's
answer.
your
He
answer?
breaks the basketball hoop.
That's correct.
That's so easy,
I can remember it.
He breaks the
It
backboard.
took too long to even answer that. It's too easy. Next person moving forward is Joker again. Down you drag. Next person moving forward is Hearts. Yep, so Spades.
Okay. Let's not break the Funko, please. All right. Pedrokish.
It'd be so good if someone was wearing the Spider-Man suit now.
Brother Hearts. Who does Gigantomachina... Oh, sorry. How does Gigantomachina recognize who to obey?
Through the speaker with the voice of his master.
Is that final answer?
I don't know if it's a speaker, but you know what I want, or the radio or whatever the fuck it is. That's how he recognizes the voice of his. Wait, ask the question again.
How does Gigantomachina recognize who to obey?
Yeah, through the voice of his master that he would hear from the little speaker thing.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's through the scent of All for One.
Ooh.
So yes, he's
That's hard.
he's very dumb,
That's the
And,
orders, but I don't
and
think...
he listens to the orders. But in his enrage mode or anything, he only follows the orders.
No, mate. No, he smelled his master.
No,
that's
because
why he went
the
berserk.
voice guy copied the voice.
Yeah, that's how they got him.
No, yeah, but that's how he got him. Yeah, because he answered.
Yeah.
Because he's dumb.
Oh.
But he only follows, and the reason.
No, not the smell. No, he was
Well, I
getting.
presume he
look,
fact-checked
look,
this, to be
look.
fair.
No, yeah, and the whole thing is that
I'm pretty
he
sure
starts.
you're wrong, mate.
He starts. It's to recognize who to obey.
No. But yeah, but I'm pretty sure that it was the voice. But
Yeah.
when he's getting controlled, what breaks the control is that he smells the master.
No.
Did you fact check this?
Yes,
And it's fact check.
and it's
That's the answer.
and it's like that's why he starts doing what Shigaraki tells him, because he starts smelling like All for One.
If he fact checked it, then that's the answer.
Yeah.
He fact checked it.
I did.
Did you or you?
Alright.
I did.
Well,
I did
then
fact
move
check
your
it.
car back because you unfortunately got it wrong. My brother Hearts.
It was close though.
All right, next
Shut the
person
fuck
moving
up.
forward. To be fair, I probably would have answered the same as you. Clubs.
Wait. The primary control method is through commands and voice recognition, especially from his master, All for One.
He didn't fact check, bro. He was capping because he wanted.
It was the.
I fact checked. I promise.
It was the answer.
No, but I'm pretty sure there was a voice. mate.
Bro, it was the. Listen, he would do.
Didn't you ask how he gets control, pretty much? And if the search...
No. How does he recognize who to obey?
True. I guess...
It's not if he follows the
Fair,
orders.
mate. If that's the question, that's the answer, mate. Fair enough, lad. Well, clubs moving
Well,
forward.
the
Clubs
courts
to
agree.
clubs.
Oh, so.
The courts agree.
You take him with the court.
I mean, I guess he was
I am
just.
taking
I
it to the
guess
courts, mate.
you just answered the wrong question. I guess I don't think that's what he was asking. That's what I would have said.
True. But, you know.
Jesus Christ.
I won't
next-
make a fuss like some people do.
Next person moving
Because you're
forward.
humble and
I'm
don't
humble, man.
Next person moving forward. Diamonds. So, why?
Okay. So, in very much. Well,
I'm so surprised I pulled top 5, bro.
It was, he's about.
I would
to-
have gone there wrong.
He's about to.
Would you?
Yeah, because I thought the wooden guy was top 5.
He's about to have to pull one as well. Okay. What was, and I need this in order. What was the final podium? So the top 3 at the end of the sports festival.
Ooh, Bakugo.
That's so easy, mate.
No, it's not. I don't remember one of them.
Todoroki.
Are you saying them in order now, or?
Just listening around. Well, I know Bakugo's first. Todoroki, I'm pretty sure, was second. Just that third spot because he gives a shit about third place.
Yeah, that I'm struggling with.
Was third Deku? No.
With Endeavor.
I know who he was.
Don't do that on cam.
Oh, bro, come man.
I'm endeavoring it.
Well, Bakugo was definitely first. Todoroki lost to Bakugo, which means he'd be second. So it's either between the person that went against. How do people decide third places around these things? Because I guess it would be a match between like maybe it's the silver bloke. That's another names.
You can describe it if you want. Yeah, I don't want.
Because it's either that or Deku, but I don't think Deku came third.
I'm pretty sure I know who it was.
I think the third one's the silver bloke.
Silver block.
The one that turns into metal. Because he fought Kirishima, and he won. But then who did Bakugo fight before? He fought Uchako or whatever.
Yeah,
destroyed that pussy Clark.
He did as well.
Deku fought Todoroki and lost.
Todoroki. He literally nuked Uchako when you think about it.
So Todoroki, he beat. I always feel like so weird saying their names. Their names are too.
It's a bit because people made it
because
cringe.
of fan base.
Really?
Yeah, people because they dress up. And
Ooh, that's an interesting question there. Because Bakugo won. Bakugo went against Ochaku, and then Todoroki was going against Deku, and then they won going forward. So it's either Deku or. Actually, that's how it works. I don't know how these competitions work.
I want to guess after him.
Yeah, I want to guess so.
Who did win between Kirishima and the silver guy? It was a draw.
Oh, that was a good show. Yeah, it was a draw.
Well, you can remember that.
Oh,
I
saw.
They all wrestled after. That was how they determined who won.
Yeah.
So it wasn't either of them.
This guy's so proud of that.
Well, I'm looking in Bakugo's first, Todoroki is second.
Okay.
It's just really that third spot. Do you guys know? I'm not third spot. I'm gonna go with the plant pussy bitch.
Final answer?
Plant pussy bitch.
Was it not the Black
Is it not
Bird?
Deku?
Black Bird, mate.
Tokoyami.
Who did he beat?
The Dark Shadow guy.
Who did he beat?
I don't remember.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, because Todoroki knocked out Deku.
Because I don't remember that. The last. Because obviously the main matchup was between Bakugo and Todoroki.
Yeah.
So
that was the final.
So they just did the Dark Shadow guy.
First. Okay.
And he marked whoever he was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he got third because did he not go against potentially Shoto?
No.
And he used the fire, and that's why he struggled.
No, mate. You went against you've given a few good points.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Big shit, mate. Next person moving forward. Hearts.
Yeah, but Bakugo and Todoroki were right.
Yeah, that was hard, mate.
Okay. Who was the top student in Class 1A's entrance exam?
That's easy.
The top student in Class 1A's entrance
These
exam.
are good questions, I'll give you that.
Top 1 student?
Yes. In Class 1A's entrance exam.
Bumbacor, did they say?
It was like all the way in season 1, I guess.
Yeah, mate.
It was a very first.
It was about
ages away.
It's ages, mate.
Shoto didn't do the exam. He was like a special edition. He didn't do
Special needs.
a special needs edition, mate. Who was one? Top 1? Was it Bakugo? I know it wasn't Deku. I know for a fact it wasn't Deku, mate. Mate, I honestly was a spitty bloke. Turbo Man.
Ooh.
Engine.
Oh, Ida.
Don't.
No, I'm just saying the name.
Okay.
Well, with that reaction, I'm going to go with Ida.
No, I'm not saying don't give names.
No, yeah, you're not supposed to give names.
Oh, I guess because he needs a name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
No,
hero name,
Well,
I guess.
I would allow this description, but like.
Or the hero name.
Because of
Or the hero.
reaction, now I'm tempted for Ida. With that reaction, I'm
What was
going to
the
look in Ida. That's my answer.
Bro, we're looking in.
Bro.
He's already locked in. Bro.
Bakugo.
Oh, wait, what was the question?
The one that won the entrance exam.
You're so cool.
Stupid.
You're so cool.
It wouldn't have been.
You're so cool.
Oh, you
getting
didn't even move forward, mate.
Yeah, and I lost, so I moved back. I just moved it.
Oh, I thought you never actually ended up moving the car.
he
Sorry,
did.
sorry. Come on.
Come on, it's okay.
Next person moving forward, diamonds. Give me some.
Oh yeah,
Bro, am I gonna get another turn or?
so that's it for me. Just let him do my hero trivia. Danny, okay. How many quirks does Deku eventually manifest from within One for All, including the quirk of One for All itself? See, now you didn't even read the
Now you pushed it. Now you made it like
now
you're
you-
unique, mate. What's the order doing
Give
now?
me 1, give me a 2, give me 3, give me a 4, give me a 5.
It's no auction, mate.
Hey, there's so many blokes.
There is a lot of blokes inside him.
Oh,
But he's used to having man inside him.
oh, that's tough. That's tough. It's either 7 or 8. 6, 7.
6,000.
Damon. I guess I could try and guess as well. Let me think.
I'm looking at 7.
Is that how many quirks
I'm looking at
overall, including One for All itself? Final answer? 7?
Well, All Might doesn't have a quirk. Doesn't have a quirk. Oh,
Bro, just shoot.
It's just hard to keep track of all of them.
You can say him out
I
loud.
can let him, yeah, because I'm the one. So he has float. He has black whip. He has the kinetic one. He has gas.
We all do, mate.
That's not quirk.
He then has like another one that I'm probably forgetting. Oh, the shift, gear shift. Then the One for All. Am I missing one? I said Black Whip, haven't I? Yeah. Black Whip Fog. Black Whip Fog. Gear shift, kinetic one.
This game. I came on one.
Trying to walk in here, lads.
Sorry, don't care.
Black
I
Whip
realized
Fog.
that he only has one.
Float.
It was the friends he made along the way.
Oh my god, let me
Sorry.
think. Black Whip Fog. Now focus. Go. Black Whip Fog. Then you have Float. Then you have Shut It. Then you have Gear Shift. You have the Kinetic Energy one. You obviously have the One for All one.
You can think, but like we need an answer.
Shut your mouth.
It's almost been
Tell you
twice.
more.
And I think I might be missing one. Nah. Your mouth.
Add one extra if you think you're missing one, man.
I'm looking in.
Just shoot for the moon.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
No. Bro.
I feel.
Go with what you feel, man. Because the viewers feel like clicking off right now.
Yeah, to be honest. It's not mine. I'm not even watching the video.
Go with it. That right there, go with it. But
It's either 6 or 7. It's either 6 or 7. It's 6 or 7.
Or just
I'm the risky on the highway.
I don't know if I should add one just in case I missed something.
yeah, but I mean, you also don't want to fuck it up, and then actually
But go with it.
go with your gut.
I need a number, lad.
I'm looking at 7. 7. 7. 7.
You forgot danger sense.
It was 7, man.
I knew I was
Correct.
get it in.
Nice one. Nice
It
one.
only took you 15 minutes, mate.
Actually, that actually didn't take me. Most of the time I was doing shit so I could think. All right, next person moving forward. Clubs. Let's see who is asking the final level of questions. Please be me. I'd love to ask some questions.
See, this is why I don't prepare ice races.
I'm asking Last of Us trivia.
I thought about using that. I don't remember anything. But
What? I presume just the first game.
Yeah, of course. I haven't played a second solely.
No, I played it so long ago.
First question, should she play light bulb? Light bulb?
Light bulb.
What is the name?
Oh, what did I just say, man?
Oh, it's for us. I thought it's for you for some reason. What is the name of the fungal infection that has devastated the world?
Bro's cooked.
Yeah, I'm going to next round, I'll be honest, mate.
yeah.
See if I do make it to the end.
Oh, bro. I knew that was gonna be a question. Bro.
Oh, I
The thing is, these fuckers always decide to change the name. Days Gone is Freakers, then it's Munters, then Makers, bro.
But it's tortoise, mate.
Tortoise is
Yeah, let me think. So, Last of Us, right?
What was the question?
What is the name of the fungal
The
infection?
fungal infection. So, not the name of the zombies.
No, fungal infection.
Cortisoid.
Why did you say You said cortisol, man.
Is that the answer, though? Cortisoid.
You just call it the disease.
The cook.
I'm gonna go with cortisoid.
Okay, is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I don't know.
What was your guess?
The crackers, mate, actually don't know.
Cordyceps.
Cordyceps. You were close.
You were close.
You were in the family.
Yeah,
Just thinking too much of cortisol, mate.
I would have never
You're
got
in the
it.
family. That's unfortunate, but it was a decent try.
Yeah.
So annoying. How the thing is, I wouldn't have gone. I legit was close. I legit thought it was cortisoid. That sounds like a disease. To be honest,
Next person moving.
that's something I'll have in my
I don't
fucking
blame you.
in my fucking.
Isn't that
asshole, bro.
part of the body, cortisoids?
Cordyceps. No, cordyceps.
Wait, isn't it?
All right.
No,
next.
cortisol is a
Wait, what are
hormone.
you checking,
Yeah.
Rafa?
No, keep going. Keep going.
Talk to me like that, man. Next person moving forward, hearts.
Oh my god.
Genuinely, one day I'm gonna kill myself just for the pod, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, why?" And they don't know it's on footage, mate.
Okay, who's this? Pedro. Okay. Why did Overhaul want to use Airy?
I don't know.
Oh mate, what?
That's a great question. Your questions they have been banging. I'll give it that.
Why
I know
did
you've
you
been
wanna-
yelling at me the whole episode, but they
Why
actually been
did you
good.
want to use Airy?
You could tell he didn't just ask ChatGPT.
I did.
Why did he want to use Airy?
What was the question?
Why did Overhaul want to use Airy?
Ooh.
Okay, either he was dying or had a little thing, and needed her to regenerate him.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's it. No, whenever he uses his quirk, does he damage himself?
Does he
Shoot
come
for
a
the
little?
moon and up among the stars, bro.
Trying to remember. Ooh, was there a bullet that they were designing with Ares' power?
There is juices.
Why do I have a bullet in mind?
Don't look at the viewers.
Stare down the barrel and be like,
Why do I actually have bullets in mind, mate?
we were talking about America a bit ago.
Were we?
I'm gonna go with. He was designed, but why did he want?
Fucking villager.
Oh, I do know why. He was designing bullets, and I'm pretty sure they were reversing her quirk so that instead of regenerating, it would remove people's quirks and it would like degenerate that gene, something like that, something along those lines.
You have to get him an answer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot with that.
Give me an answer, please.
Yeah.
You said you would say something along those lines.
Give me a one-sentence answer.
Using her quirk to generate bullet
Yeah.
that removes someone's quirk. Gonna go with that.
Let's make people
Bro,
focus.
you almost didn't get it because you're like, so she can get injected by the bullet.
Yeah.
And then her quirk regresses to regress quirk.
He said degenerate gene, and I was like,
They're using her quirk to create bullets to shoot her with the bullets.
No, I just remember. I was like, I remember Vermilion, and then I was like, why did he lose his quirk? That all I remember is bullets in my head.
It's you.
next person moving forward is Hearts. Again.
It's hearts.
Give it a crack, lad.
What could have come up now?
What was the reveal that was cut out in the second Amazing Spider-Man?
The reveal that was cut out was that his dad was actually alive, and I'm gonna go with that.
Questions.
Was that fan art?
Next to the cemetery, having a little chat. Why did you leave me?
Was that fan art?
This question's too easy, lad. And I'm gonna go there and like, how many toes do we have? next person moving forward is Diamond. So we're all
fucking hell.
we're all
I already
cuddling.
know your question.
Nah, you might go back to that.
What does he say?
Oh, lad.
What does Peter say in the beginning of the film to stop Flash from bullying the kid?
Oh, I do know that. Well, I actually saw on TikTok, man.
Put him down, Eugene.
Is that your final answer?
Going with that.
That's correct.
Yeah,
He called him by his
correct,
real
lad.
name.
I'm a goat.
Fair play.
Download.
And then he gets fucking clipped in the head, man.
But then his girl
Love that film. I'll watch it like 50 bajillion. All right, next person moving forward. Clubs.
Ooh,
Give it a crack, lad.
cortisoid.
This is all down to luck, I think.
Yeah,
This is probably the closest ace race we've had.
I've got but I know that I've got no chance on the last one.
Bro, he asked me cordyceps. Are we?
should have taken it to court.
Come on,
I'll
bro.
decide with you.
What if you actually? But
Well,
we need a unanimous
Yeah, we need
thing.
What is the name of the infected stage that comes after Quickers?
Boilers.
The clock.
Mate, what kind of fucking questions are the? Bro, this is so hard for a game I played years ago.
What are we 8 years ago?
Me? No, I played it more than a year
We
ago.
played the summer before we went to university.
Huh?
We played the summer before we went
No,
to
I didn't.
university. We played at the same time, remember?
I actually don't know, man. Couldn't tell you.
Boilers, bro. Is it the fat? Is it the fat pants?
Boilers.
After Clickers,
It's clackers.
The clickers and cluckers in the boilers, mate. I think you're on it.
No. The runners. I mean, normally it's a speedster. Fucking insanes. Bro, I'm not gonna get it. I think that question's very fucking hard.
You can take it to the courts after, if you so wish.
I can try and guess it first, but like I also don't want to waste so much time. I think that question's 40 first cortisoids and all this shit, bro.
Cordyceps.
After clickers, it would have already been hard from get clickers.
Clickers is quite easy.
They're quite popular because they literally click, mate.
No.
They need an example. Thank you for it's for the audio listeners.
They didn't know what we were on about. Now they do.
Yeah, because the video listeners don't
I know, mingers.
Is that your final answer?
I'm not gonna guess. Boilers. Volatiles? No, but that's
Do you know?
dying
You
light.
look at me like you know.
Okay, I want to try to.
Sure.
It's not volatile.
Dog can be like, I know.
I'm just gonna go with the runners.
Final answer, right?
Is it called like a buster or a bus or something?
Bloaters.
Bloaters.
The dump trucks.
The
You were closer with boilers.
I think that's so stupid, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Is there any point on me we even talk about this?
They often refer to the bloaters, and you.
Oh,
No, they don't. No, you find out often. They're not. They maybe said bloaters once, bro.
I do agree, which was too hard. So if you took-
they also
hard.
no. They also call it in the show.
I didn't watch the show.
But regardless,
So you
in the
can't
game,
use that.
I knew they were bloaters, mate.
Good.
Next person moving forward is hearts.
Oh, Bombi cart, mate.
Bombi.
Bro,
Bombi cart.
disappointing decision there from the court. I can't lie.
Oh, this had the court side with you,
especially
mate.
from someone that hasn't watched the show to get fucking
What is the
boilers.
name of the man who runs the dam in Wyoming? And is
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Huh? What is the name of the man
that runs
who
the
runs
dam
the
in Wyoming?
barn in where?
The
Dam.
Listen, maybe stop screaming. The time. It's been 2 hours.
What's the name of the man that runs the dam in Wyoming? That greets Joel at the door.
Oh, mate, how? How, mate? You could have asked for the name of Joel and I'm fucking hell, mate.
Because you didn't overcomplicate the question.
info here.
The name on the man that runs the dam in Wyoming.
Wyoming. And the area is not very important.
I know who you on about, mate, but of course I'm not going to know the name. That's his brother, I'm pretty sure. But that's not what you asked. You asked for the name.
That's for the name, not his relation.
Can I just give him his surname?
No.
But it
Do you even know his
does it have to
surname?
be first and last?
No, just first.
Mate, Bobby?
Bobby Lee.
Maybe.
Mate, his name of his brother, mate. How the fuck am I supposed to know?
I'm the last barrier of defense.
Mate,
If I go through, I'm chilling.
can I take it to court if they don't disagree? I just
It depends on what the name is.
send a
I'll be honest.
loogie, mate.
No, you can only take it to courts
After
after
you've guessed.
done your answer and then after everything's done.
Bro, bloaters. There's no way you about that, bro.
Bloaters is not
Mate,
Yes, it is. They say it
I'm
maybe
going with
once in the
Bobby,
fucking
mate.
first game.
You're walking in, Bobby.
It's not.
It's his brother called Tommy.
Tommy. Yeah, that's
What, we accepting that?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like your tone. You look at him fling a ring at your fucking noggin, mate.
is
Fucking.
close again.
Brother,
Bro, I'll go on fucking cortisoids and
Yeah, don't make it easy now because he's making it
Boil-
hard.
boilers.
So that he goes like take it to court so you both disagree.
bro. Oh, but of course he's gonna disagree because Sagan knows a lot about Last of Us because he watched the show recently. Of course you're gonna remember.
Even recently, the first season came out ages ago. And
Yeah,
I
ready
haven't
for the
watched
question,
it.
mate? Which weapon can instantly kill a clicker in stealth?
That's a good question. Fair enough.
Watch him know the
It's the
answer to
shiv. No, but like you have to upgrade the shiv. No. No, you can use shivs. Well, there's more than one, I'm pretty sure. Isn't there the fucking bat with the nails? Wouldn't that instant kill as well? I'm going with the shiv. Wait. What was the stealth? Yeah, I'm going with the shiv.
Final answer.
Would the bricks work?
The bricks. Some policeman.
I'm going with the shiv. I think it's
That's correct. Yeah. See, the one answer he is correct, so no, the question's fine.
I consider going with the brick.
Next person moving forward
Come on,
is
Mike.
spades.
Thank God.
All right, mate, I'm just not moving forward. I'm being unlucky here. Okay. What is the name of the teenage boy Ellie befriends? in Pittsburgh.
Oh, first and last.
By the way, don't even try to go to the court.
No, first, middle, and last name, and the name of the dad as well.
And it's forward.
Yeah, what school he went to though?
It's the little black kid.
That's not his name, mate.
Boiler.
He's a boiler, mate.
He's a cordyceps.
I think it's cordyceps boiler, mate.
Brixton.
Steve.
I'm right now thinking Andrew.
Yeah. What's
That sounds good.
That sounds good. Yeah, say.
I'm gonna say I don't remember.
I think it is.
I think it's Andrew now.
He looks like an Andrew.
Jamal.
Will.
Brixton.
Final answer. Will.
It's Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, I got so excited for nothing.
I got 600. I wasn't gonna get.
What was the brother Will?
That's beyond my scope of knowledge.
Take it to the court. We might cheat about it. Take it.
You can take it to the court.
Yeah, take it to the court.
It's Sammy. Yeah, they call him Sammy. Next person moving forward.
I was thinking Andrew because I call him Andy.
No.
Next person moving forward is Space again. Bomba fucking Clark.
No, the name of the brother was Henry.
So you didn't have any.
Didn't have it. Had Will brother. You should have gone with fucking Boiler.
How many years passed between the prologue and the main part?
Oh, good
You
question.
have like a 3-year. Like, let's say you're going to say fucking 105. Imagine that was the answer. You could say 104, 105, or 106. And I'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right now I'm thinking 12 for some reason.
3 years. It's a big gap, to be honest.
3 years. It is a big gap. I think it's
I
definitely.
think shorten it to just bang on.
Yeah. By the month.
The thing is, it can't be
been
that
grim.
though, because Joel often refers to Ellie as in she would be the same age as his daughter would be at the time.
How old was the daughter?
And there's not a 10-year difference from. So I'm thinking right now between 5 and 10.
So
Shoot in the middle.
So I'm gonna shoot in the middle. So 7, 8.
6, 7?
6, 7. Break some bullets.
You gotta whack it more. Would it be no? Because the daughter would be like 22, and that's not how old Ellie is.
She's.
He's old. He's
Not in the first game. She's like 14.
old enough.
I'm gonna say 7. Final answer.
You were confused. He was saying Ellie would have been the age that his daughter was when he lost her. It has actually been 20 years since, because he's 50-something now. He was like in his early 30s.
True.
So you're by a couple, but at least a decade.
Even if he gave you a 10-year gap,
All right, next person moving forward, diamonds.
Fuck me, man.
Next person moving forwards,
Clubs.
spades.
mate, I don't even get a chance, mate. This game's rigged against me.
I'm running out of stuff.
Just be like, what's the name of the left plant next to Ellie shoe?
Okay, what is the name of Joel's daughter and Joel's smuggling partner?
Jesus Christ. One's
Good.
already hard enough.
I'm gonna take that to the courts.
No,
I don't know. I don't.
I'm not blocking you.
I
bro.
don't back you, mate.
I mean, actually.
Well, so you can just answer like because
like,
it's too hard. I can just be like, you can just answer.
Because I didn't do yours out of.
All right.
Okay, go
Just
smuggler.
Plus Joel's smuggling partner.
Yeah, but it has to be first and last.
No.
Yeah, go.
I mean, the two names outside with Yago.
By the way, whoever next goes up is probably going to be the daughter. So start thinking about it if you guys want.
Well, I am not getting it.
No, you're joking.
Fuck, mate.
Oh, bro, she was in the game for like 10 minutes.
I know.
That even then, that's a very hard question, bro.
Okay, can I take it to the courts? Or?
I'll pay for your
Pedro's
shirt.
definitely not backing you.
Yeah, but you think out of spoils.
Mate, no,
Fuck you,
I
brother.
would have backed you.
Yeah,
if
your
it was-
question was easier than
I
his.
would
His
have
brother's name.
Don't check the whole table.
I would have backed you if it was both names. The smuggler is fair.
Like these questions, I could have answered.
The smuggler
You
is
might
fair.
get it right. Let's see what happens.
But I have like nothing to.
I have no clue either. I'm thinking Emma, but she was black, so it was definitely not Emma. Or she was
And
like
also don't give him
of
fucking
descent.
name.
I'm
Sorry.
trying to think of because I watched the show way sooner than I played the game.
True.
I don't even know if she was in the show.
She was. Maybe. They played the same events.
Final answer to Lily.
Test.
Tess.
Oh.
That one I knew.
I don't think that's.
Did you actually?
Okay, can I take that to the cards?
No, take it away.
I mean, bro, test. Like, I wouldn't have gotten that.
I don't see the difference between.
Choose a main
I
part.
don't see.
I didn't get boiled water.
I don't see the difference between Tess and
water.
Tommy, mate. I don't see the difference because they said the brother's name once.
Bro,
If
Tess
I
and
remember.
didn't.
She literally
Yeah, they did.
sacrifices
He
for the main
spends
character.
the whole third act is with his brother.
The whole first act is with Tess.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
And then she sacrifices herself.
And then he doesn't keep on going. Tommy,
Fair play.
Tommy?
I'll go back.
does he? He says it once.
No, he doesn't.
I think
You should say that better
He
before.
screams both of their names. Okay, next person moving forward.
does.
What's the daughter's name?
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
I don't know either.
No, don't ask that. Ask someone.
What? The daughter of the main character, and you can't. That's too hard of a question.
Yeah.
She doesn't even show up in the game. No, ask that. Ask that. Bro, ask that.
Okay,
That's okay.
the name
I'm
was
bugging.
Sarah. That's not a hard thing, but the name was Sarah.
Wait, can you ask me
no,
after?
no.
Can you ask better that question later? He's gonna ask a very easy question now.
No, don't get.
I'm running out of
No,
questions.
yeah,
It's
don't
not-
get annoyed. Still
I
make
have your
them-
question prepped.
Don't get annoyed.
Yours is
Still make them fucking hard, mate.
Yeah, but there's like
So I've been taking it up the ass this whole fucking game. And
You
he's
haven't been taking up the ass, brother. Everyone has been taking up the
Yeah,
ass.
you guys have barely been asked any
what
questions.
group was trying to develop a cure using Ellie?
Oh,
See, that's better than Sarah.
fireflies.
That's correct. Next person moving forward, clubs wins, and then next person is moving forward, diamonds, and I get through.
To be honest, you and the
To be fair,
boy-
I'll ask the final question I was going to ask if you move forward. What is the animal that appears in the game?
Oh. So the thing is, like, for
But it's
example-
Pedro. Look at him. He doesn't know.
No, yeah, but that would have been a good question. Yeah.
It's in there.
I know you guys know it off the bat. He literally made a joke about it the other day.
I didn't make it.
Fine.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Big G.
Big G, yeah.
See, he was not going to say anything that started with G, man.
What are you gonna say?
It doesn't have to start with G.
It doesn't have to start with
So
that.
it's called Big G.
I was thinking of an elk, but now that I remember correctly,
Fair, we got to wrap it up.
Nova.
It was a
Sure, Nova, it was
the
the
giraffe.
Giraffe. I'm gonna go with that.
It's the draft.
They pet the
Okay,
giraffes.
so
Oh yeah, true.
to finish off the episode, me and Danny won. So that means that on the next episode, when we run Guest Link, we're gonna be the judges, and we're gonna be have the specific partners, and then over there, then we'll decide.
So like usual, I'm always
So like
fuck it.
usual, both of them are the loser. But it fits well. Danny did the punishment now, so I guess they had a little bit of a break. So yeah, that's been the episode. I hope you enjoyed. Again, by this point, if you're still watching it, just subscribe because it means a lot. And go check our social media if you want. It's all in the subscription below. TikTok, shorter versions, stuff like that. We put more effort into the editing there. If you want to check it out, give us a follow because it doesn't make sense that we have more subscribers at TikTok forward. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That's pretty much the episode, and we'll see you next Friday.